Love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Thou art far from the kingdom of God. There you go, guys. You think like that, you're not far from the kingdom of God. There you go. You're not so bad. Hey guys, good to see you. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I did postpone it half an hour, and even then I was still like 9 minutes late. Just getting some stuff sorted out. I woke up a bit later. And obviously with my premiere, I had a premiere last night. So I mean, and that was a bit of a rush because I had to do the final editing on it and then get it out as a premiere on the same night, sort of thing. So yeah, I didn't get much sleep, but all good, and I'm still not completely finished. I've got to go grab the fan from the bedroom, plug it in so I don't overheat and the computer doesn't overheat because I'm not on the PC, I'm on the laptop. Back to the old laptop. Well, just for another 2 days. Anyway. So yeah, Roger, I'm here if you want to come in, dude. So Roger was saying that Luca's still making silly videos, and I replied about I don't know what he's saying because I will not watch him. I'm not giving him a click. I noticed I've gone down a sub, so that's probably Luca, which is cool. It's all good. I've got nothing. I stuck up for the little shit for a long. Oh yeah, of course I never put the link in. I'm an umpty. It's because I was so rushed last night, dude. I completely forgot. Luca. I stuck up for him a lot. You know what I mean? I knew he was a little shit. I knew he was trying to derail things and stuff like that. But I had a soft spot for him, probably because my son has autism. But my son's on the spectrum, way up there. You know what I mean? He's high on the spectrum. I mean, my son's got a brilliant vocabulary, but he's now mute because of some trauma. He's ended up mute, and he hasn't spoken for 2 years now. 2 years, maybe 2 and a bit. Here we are, Roger. I'll paste it in here now. Anyway, I felt crappy for him, you know. And that's probably why I felt sorry for him, you know, something like that. But I hear he's still, and now I'm just done with him. And he's calling me a bully. I bully Flatsoid. I actually thought when Flat said that, he was talking about me bullying Luca. I know, but apparently I bully Flatsoid. Wow, I bloody support Flatsoid, not bully him. A bully would be taking money off of him, not giving money to him. Know what I mean? I appreciate what he does, so I support him. Simple as that. And I don't know where he gets a bloody bully him, you know. But anyway, and like I said, my point is, I said to Roger earlier on. Roger told me, like, yeah, I'm not interested at all. Not in what Roger's got to say, but what the videos and that. I said, listen, who's watching them anyway? Do you know what I mean? His own side isn't even watching them. His own people who he's backing and supporting is not. Absolutely, keep lifting them up in prayer still. But you know what I mean? Like we say, we choose to love people through Christ. But we choose to love people through Christ, but we don't have to like them. In fact, it's probably best that we don't like them, but love them. Love is a choice. It's not just an emotion and a feeling. It's a choice that you make. You choose to love someone. You choose to love someone. Look, there's loads of wives and husbands out there that don't like their partners, but they choose to love them because they love them. You know what I mean? It's simple as that. Sometimes I don't like what certain people do, but I love them. You know what I mean? Things like that. But like I said to Roger, not even his own side is supporting him, because I said to Roger, yeah, who's watching? And an off the cuff comment, I said, well, who's watching it anyway? Nobody's watching it. And Roger come back and says, yeah, 0 likes, 0 views. So there you go. Not even his own side is watching these bloody videos. So there you go, Luca. Stop making well, make stupid videos if you want, because nobody's watching them. And even if they do watch them, Luca, so what? People can see through your crap. You know what I mean? You think that flat Earth is getting smaller, it's dead. It's getting bigger and it's getting bigger. So you've got to have a lot more people to contend with, dude. And you, I mean, you had a wealth of knowledge like Derek says round about you, Luca, where you just denied it all. So you could have had people round about you that actually cared about you and will actually support you if you just stop being an anti-flat earther. If you were a glober, fine, but you're an anti-flat earther. There's nothing wrong with being a glober. It just means you're deceived. But an anti-flat earther is deceived and willfully ignorant. And that's what you are, Luca. And does it not show you you're not, even if you get a few views, your own side is not bloody watching it. If you get views, it'll be from us. Not from me, but from our side. Luca, carry on doing what you do. Because you're making these silly videos and it makes you a keyboard warrior. And I'm not meaning to sound like a hard one or anything, because you're just a little shit. But you wouldn't say these things to my face. You really, really wouldn't say these things to my face. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You know? Anyway, that's me done. Roger, you got anything to say? Because I'm still not done. I've got to go and grab the bloody fan and plug it in before I overheat and the computer overheats. If you got anything to say to the crowd, and anything interesting happening, parents?
Oh, I put out an invite for everybody on Jared's channel before I left.
That's what I'm saying. Did anything interesting happen in Jared?
I just ran into Ruhif a minute ago.
Oh, dude, that must have been exciting for you. Very exciting.
No. Yeah, I'm so excited. No, I just everybody, even Phuket Word was in there.
Hi.
Leo was in there from Level Earth Observer. He's in there. They're all running a flag up Jaren's ass right now. Like, wow. You going to Antarctica? Yeah. he's standing by it though.
But Jaren is.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
So he's definitely going. What's he saying about it though? Is he saying that if I see a 24-hour sun, I'm a glober? Is he saying?
No, he's not saying that. He hasn't said that yet. He's saying, but it.
No, that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking, because I don't know. People are saying this, but I don't watch him, so I don't know. You know,
he's dancing around that hard. Like he's not going to say, hey, I'm a glober. Yeah, he's hoping that he's not going to see a 24-hour sun.
Well,
but he said, but if I do, yeah.
It makes it weird because I mean, you've got German saying this, but then the other week you had David Weiss would admit that he's a flat earther. Are you sure? And for 100% certain, I'm without a doubt that the Earth is flat.
Well,
and
that just
he couldn't say it. He couldn't say it. So these things coming together with the final experiment, it doesn't look good. You know what I mean?
I think that's the whole point to all the anti-flat earthers. They've done a job planting doubt in people's heads.
That's right.
People like Ruhif are really good at figuring out how far your photograph is. He tries to make it down to the hash mark, but
by counting pixels. I don't think that works. I don't think counting pixels works. No. I mean, that's a ridiculous way to do it. I mean, even in one pixel, can't something be compressed into that? Can't something be extended into a pixel? You know,
back in the day when the Navy did their long-range expeditions, they automatically accounted for when they were taking photographs, long-range photographs, they would count for distortion. The lens distorts what you're actually seeing. So it's going to warp what you're looking at. Even in the upper stratosphere, when they were taking pictures of that in Operation S, when they were doing long range photographs with the V2 rockets, they accounted for the lens. It would make everything round because the lens is round itself. It's going to round the image. Yeah.
And their eyes are round as well.
So they actually have a scale. If you actually look in the Land Beyond the Poles, they actually have a scale of what lens distortion does. So they took account for it. That's how the deception gets slid in it. Yeah.
Of course.
But like, if you look at like I was talking about James Ross Clark and his expedition, they prove without a doubt that all the latitudes were level and they extend further than the globular model itself. They took a ship down to the 60th parallel and they went all around. That's basically what he was doing. Yeah.
Right.
And he kept going. Yeah. And he logged everything, but they ran out of money about halfway through the expedition. But for what they did, it was more than double what it would have been on the globe for Antarctica, the distance. They didn't cover the whole thing, dude. They can't go all the way around it. Yeah, it's too big.
Got you.
It's all documented. It was all the militaries were involved with this, especially the British one. The British military they wanted to know. So they went looking. Yeah.
Crazy. So, sorry, I've just got to say, Barbara said, Vlad from Ironworks 9200 said he found your channel yesterday, PJ. I really enjoy his content. I've never heard of him. If you've got a link for him, have you got a link for him? Unless I'm subscribed but don't even know, because I'm subscribed to a lot of channels I don't even know. Hey, if you've got a link for him, yeah, I'll subscribe definitely.
He was in Jaren's chat when I was over there, dude.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And he
probably followed me over. Yeah.
Got you. Because like a lot of people said it's hard to find my channel. They just found me, like someone said, I've just found you and all that. I'm like, well, really, if you're in Flaxes, then Vicky puts in the link all the time. But,
I told Sandro was over there too. I told him to come over.
Aye, absolutely. Cool. And also, what was it said? Oh yeah, I like that one. Let's put it up. Barbara had this earlier or something. I love what Mr. Jones put in chat earlier. Flat equals forever looking after truth. That's good. I've never heard that before. It's a good acronym, definitely. Anyway, let me say hi to the peeps in the chat because I haven't anyway.
Hey, Vlad.
So, oh right, why am I doing this one? This one takes longer.
If that's the same Vlad that goes over to Nathan's, I know who it is. It's like Mighty Mush.
I probably know him by face, but not by name. I'm rubbish with names. So Twilight, thanks for coming. Roger, obviously. Barbara, thank you for coming. I think Ian, good to see you, bro. Ian, Roger.
There was somebody else in there, wasn't there? Jeff Gasshead, right?
Jeff
Gasshead, yeah.
Gasshead. Good to see you, bro.
There's some dude named Roger Robot in here too.
I know that, but this is right. I'm going to go and grab before this heats up too much. I've got to go and grab the fan, and while I grab the fan, I will just stick on some StreamYard music. Like what we got. What's night driving all about? Let's hear this.
So, Jeff, that's why Ruhif was in Jaren's tonight, because he said he was going to delete his channel if there's a 24-hour sun. That's funny. God. Like Flat says, I'm not deleting my channel for none of these people.
Oh, too right. Back in a minute.
I bet money he won't delete his channel, Jeff. Not at all. That's how he makes his living now, I think. What is he playing? He's got a little Casio in the corner. Oh, there's a fan.
Yeah, my only fan.
Is Vicky sleeping there?
Yeah, she's sleeping. Yeah, she
if
wakes up, she'll come on. But yeah, Vicky's always asleep at this time. She sleeps. When she sleeps heavy.
Yeah, that's like my ex. She sleeps heavy and snores a lot.
Oh, I'm telling you. Women are really bad snorers.
Oh yeah. I didn't say that.
No, I did. Right. Straighten up and cool it down.
Baller's got a ball, huh?
Right. Is that about right? Got to make it directly towards the bit of the laptop it gets hot as well. Why aren't there fans in a bloody in laptops? Just all they've got is vents. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought they had little bitty fans in some of them.
Well, I thought they would. Well, maybe it has, but I mean, my PC. I mean, you can hardly feel the fan. You can feel a bit of cool air coming out of it, but it never heats up. It never heats up. I'm like, wow, man, that's crazy. That's the first PC I've had. I'm like, wow, because I'm used to the laptop going roasting. You know.
I've got a tower I built in the garage. I'm gonna pull it out next week. Me and Ryan.
So let me get rid of this music.
Let
me get rid of that crap music. Sorry, I just put it on while I was away. That's just StreamYard. That's just your stock music you get from StreamYard.
So when I'm on my phone, PJ, how do I share video? If I wanted to share something, like if I made a video earlier.
All right, if you're on here, you should still be able to sit right. You must have a thing in StreamYard saying present at the bottom underneath the us. Somewhere it'll be laid out slightly different in the phone, but you need to look for present next to your next to mute, stock camera, settings. Well, you won't have invite, but leave studio.
Okay, see, there's a little tab you can click on. Let's see.
Yeah, well, does it say present?
No, it has edit my name, edit audio avatar, edit audio or avatar.
Let me just. You're on iPhone, aren't you? Let me just check my phone and see how it works. See, I'm Android, but let me just see how it works on my phone. 2 seconds.
And I got a button that says a red X. I think that's probably if I leave. I won't do like
the red X. The red X is leave studio. Yeah.
I took some video footage of the moon that was out earlier. It's really.
I wonder what will happen if I enter studio is on my phone. I wonder if it will be a big feedback. Right, hold on. Enter studio.
We'll get an echo. Watch.
Yeah, I've turned it down on my phone. Let's see. I know, right? Okay, enter studio. There you go. There's me. Wait, enter. Ooh, no. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Right. Okay. That was cool. Right. I need to be in there to find out on my phone. Hold on. If I just mute. Hold on, let me just mute 2 seconds.
Thanks, Barbara. Yeah, I'll check that link out. I'll save it.
Sorry.
Whoa, that's another world. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 3.
Sorry, 4, guys, 4, I can't do that. I don't know to find out how to do it. I need to go in there, but it's, even if I mute, it does that. Unless I mute it on both sides. 2 seconds.
Oh, it'll let me. Whoa.
What?
I'm getting an echo.
Not you shouldn't now. Everything's off.
Yeah, right. I can go to the back room and click on it. It'll let me paste something, but I don't know how to get a video in the paste, so I ain't gonna worry about it. Anyway, the moon was really cool looking tonight. I was out just watching it for a while.
If it's a video from your phone,
yeah,
mind you don't get the same options as you do on a phone as you do when you're. I don't think maybe if you're 2 PJs. There was 2 PJs. It was like infinite echo PJ back and forth. PJ. Wow, it could be a nightmare. That couldn't it? It could be a nightmare. Wow.
Depends on what your dream is.
Like nightmarish dreams like that. Just even I have dreams about sounds and everything. It's weird. My dreams are mental. But anyway, Wow, 20 minutes and I haven't even spoke about the video at all. Anyway, I know nothing about the video. It's the video we were meant to do as a watch stream, a watch party yesterday, is the second one. But I decided against it because we'd already done the first one and I spoke too much through it, even though it was meant to be a watch party. So I just thought we'd do this one as review. It's called, at that time, Geo-centrists tricked a bunch of physicists. Now, I don't know who's telling the story. I don't know what angle they're coming from. I don't know if it's a geocentrist.
Well, they're probably Etherites, dude.
Physicists talking about the geocentrists. And geocentrist could mean a globe. I don't know what type of geocentrists they're on about. So I don't know what angle's coming in. I don't know what's being said. I don't know who got tricked, how they got tricked. I just find it interesting to find out. Or if it's just all the bollocks, you know?
Do you remember Aries failure, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's supposedly proved an ether. That's what the old school geocentrists go with, that we're in an ether. Everything is in a medium. They don't know what it is. They can't give you a definition for it. You know this. They don't.
Of course.
They can't prove it. Can't disprove it. It just is.
Oh, I just thought. If you wanted to share a video, if you could share it to me on Messenger, I can get it to my phone. I can show it that way.
Yeah, I can do that.
Say again.
I can do that.
Right. If you get it on Messenger, I can. Messenger.
I can send it to you right now.
Hold on. I ain't got Messenger on the computer. I'm just thinking if I can send it from there to my WhatsApp. Vicky's WhatsApp. Yeah, I should be able to do it. I should be able to send it to WhatsApp because I've got my WhatsApp on the computer. Then I can show my WhatsApp on the computer. Try that if you want, dude.
Okay. I'm looking to get to my pictures, but I don't
see it. No hurry, man. No hurry. I mean, only if it works. I mean, I'm not promising anything, but I should be able to sort it.
I got it. I found them.
You got it? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And this is taken with the iPhone, so they got 2 pictures and 2 videos. I'll send them to you.
Right. Okay. Ooh, throw my phone about now.
And they're in your messenger now.
All right, let's see if I can get that to WhatsApp, so then I can show it on the computer. Because I've got WhatsApp on the computer. Messenger.
Yeah, I got a small system I use, and I can sight in anything with it, and I can tell you how far it is. For the most part, it's got a dial on it and a mirror too, so I can.
No, there's nothing in Messenger. I haven't got anything in Messenger from you. The last thing I got in Messenger was Ruhif is here. Lol.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's still sending because it's.
Oh yeah, sometimes they take How long? Yes, yes. They'll take a minute to send. On your side, it'll say sent. So I'll start the video, and once it's sent on my side, I'll try and sort it out because it'll probably take about 5 minutes to send to me. I've done it. I'm thinking about it. I've done it before with Vicky, and it said sent to me. She says I ain't got it. And I was like, oh yeah, of course it'll be bloody loading up. So I no, you know what they're like. Like let's get this vid.
And Barb's bragging about our moon over here. She's this beautiful moon.
Oh, is it? Is it nice? Oh, that's bound to look good. No,
it is.
It's an absolute beautiful moon over Colorado Rockies. You imagine that, a big old moon that's slightly yellow over the Rocky. Yeah, it's cool. That's cool. Definitely.
Well, I think the setting I had it on, it made it really bright. So.
Right.
It's nice.
Okay.
It's bright.
Cool.
And the angular size is smaller than what you see. So.
Right.
If I could take my sextant and put my camera behind it, I could probably get a better view.
The principle.
Right.
Hey, Flats. Long time no see.
Well, Flats. Is he in?
He's in there. Yeah.
Oh, so he is. I didn't even notice. Hey, yeah, nice one, Flats. Bless you for having a little stop by. Yeah.
Shifty was over at Jaren's too.
Aye, we've no idea what this video is about. Aye, no idea what this video is about, Flats, but it sounded interesting. Yeah, still not through, so it'll probably take 5 minutes or so, dude. So we'll just start the video, see what it says. Normal routine, dude. Shout stop. You know what I mean? Let's do it this way, or yeah, that way. That was better. Get rid of the ticker. Get rid of the ticker. And we in. Let's go.
Introduce yourself real quick. My name is Dan Olson. I am the writer and director of In Search of a Flat Earth. I first became aware of the principle when I was working on a documentary about flat Earth philosophy. There was this particular flat Earth channel on YouTube, and
Too quickly, it's a principle, is it? Flat Earth is a principle. He says I started.
Well, you ever seen The Principle? And
well, yes.
The Principle is it's a documentary they did. Geo-centrists, the head physicists, the top dogs, they made a documentary about like 7 years ago called The Principle, which debunked the background radiation spectrum thing they had. It pretty much shows that we're not expanding, that we're stationary.
Got you. Barbara just says she says I like this guy on his videos. Well, Barbara, I don't think I've ever seen him, so I'm glad someone knows of him, because I haven't seen him. That's brilliant. Oh, Barbara put in that link earlier and I never clicked on it. No, for what was his name? There it is. What was his name? Ironwork 1920. I need to click on it. I bet I'm subscribed. Let's just quickly see. Bet I'm subscribed, but just didn't know I was. Yeah, subscribed. Ironwork 1920. Oh yeah. Oh, got you. See, I'm crap with names. Yes, I am subscribed already. Nice. I just see if I'm all notifications. Yeah, I've got it in all notifications as well. So I am subscribed, and I would have been getting notifications, but I'm really crap at keeping up with my notifications. I mean, I'm subscribed to like 400 channels, so it is hard. You know. Nice one, Barbara. Cool. Can't believe I'm already subscribed. I knew it. It'd be coming in somewhere. Yeah, like I said, Flats, nice one for dropping by. Have a good day at work, man. Oh no, you're not working today. It's Saturday. Oh, have a good day. Whatever you're doing, bro. Family day.
I was going through all the most watched videos on the channel, taking notes, and one of them, this 2-hour video, had just these long...
Sorry, it's out of sync. I hate it when it does that. I don't know why it's out of sync so quickly. Let me just get rid of it and take it back. It only takes a second. Remove. I like keeping it in sync. I hate when the lips go out of sync. It only does it with this laptop. But it's still doing all right, considering how much it used to mess up at home. It's doing not too bad. So I'm glad Vicky's got it, so she can start doing stuff. Like say she did that live the other night. I hope she's going to do a couple of months. I think she enjoyed it. I think she'd rather me be next to her when she's doing it, but she's actually more confident than what she realizes. You know what I mean? More confident than I am.
First learned about the principle, and it was actually kind of decent quality animation, and Kate Mulgrew was narrating, and it said on screen explicitly, used with permission, such and such films. And I thought, you know, that's odd.
The greatest astronomer of the time, Tycho Brahe, developed a new geocentric model. The Earth occupies the center, the planets orbit the sun, and the sun orbits the Earth.
You know, YouTube culture being what it is, it's already unusual for anyone to actually ask permission, let alone on Flat Earth YouTube. So right away, that told me that something was up. Clearly.
So, hold on. So, Barbara, is this guy here that's talking, is he a flat earther then? Do you know, Roger? Roger? Hello?
I forgot I was muted. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think he's a flat earther.
I don't think
he's looking at the theory.
But
so
he's not
actually
a flat earther yet.
Oh, I don't think he is one now. The professors that did this are actually geocentrists. We don't move.
Right.
Everything else moves.
Right.
Period.
But do they still think it's a globe? We just don't move.
I don't know. Some do, some don't. There's both in both camps. There are flat earthers.
Oh yeah, I know there is that. There is that. Like I know that. I'm just wondering.
If you look into the heart of like the republic that's founded over here, more than half of them are by dogma flat earthers. dude. That's
Right.
why they don't shut us down. That's why they let us go. And we have a lot more physical proof for a geocentric flat Earth than they do for a globe. I'm dead
Aye.
serious. We've won in court many a times, dude. Just because
Aye.
there's lack of evidence for the globe model, the glob, as I was
That's right,
calling
the
it.
glob.
Yeah. The
The
glob.
glob. The old pear. You know, I mean, the old perfect marble that's pear-shaped. Wow.
Dude,
What
there's
a
nothing
contradiction.
perfect on Earth, dude. You can't model nature the way they want to.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Even with
The
Euclidean
people who
principles, you
made
can't.
this
No, even with the Euclidean principle. I mean, anything mathematical that's enough, like how many petals, like how a plant grows and it grows its leaves and it's got a certain amount of leaves or petals and it grows, the next one comes up and it's got a certain amount and then the next one and whatever mathematical principle or pattern you can see in that is God. And I'm sure he wasn't thinking about mathematics at the time, but it adds up. And, well, he would have been. He would have been thinking about everything, but you know what I'm saying? Not as a general thing. But yeah, anything mathematical like that. Of course, you can sit and put mathematics to it, but God did first. You know what I mean? Anything that
Yeah.
works with numbers and that's creation. You know what I mean? Anything that's perfect with numbers, that's creation, not evolution. How can evolution even do that? Even though we don't live by numbers, you know, all these patterns and things to do with numbers. It's God. It's creator. It's the Father. You know?
Everything in nature has a pattern to it to a point.
Absolutely.
But it's rugged, dude. It's not perfect spheres and triangles and
No.
nothing in nature's like that.
No.
So
and you could get two perfect spheres, and I guarantee somewhere along the line that they're not exactly the same.
nope.
Somehow, even if it's one tiny, I don't know, microscopic speck, you know, of some sort, they're not going to be actually the same. The wicked are fixated in numbers. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Absolutely.
This kind of reminded me, not this planetary alignment, but the last planetary alignment that they had. There were a couple of boys out with their P100s or P whatever they are, their cameras, and they actually filmed Mercury and Venus in the night sky.
Right.
They filmed it all the way to like 2:45 in the AM, and then they started to hit the horizon. But you understand what a planetary alignment is, right?
Oh yeah.
It aligns with the sun.
Yes, absolutely.
So Venus and Mercury would have been on the sunlit side of the
yes,
globe.
Absolutely.
But it
it's
was
the same
in the night sky.
It's like half of the year we shouldn't see it, but we still do. You know?
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't have seen
crazy.
it at all that night.
Well, of course,
they shouldn't have been there.
Yeah. No, exactly. But I was saying that, like, numbers and that as well. Like, I mean, look at a snowflake. Every snowflake allegedly has 6 sides, but every snowflake, as much as they look similar, is different. Every single one is different, but they all have 6 sides. That's God. Not
if you take into account the actual 4 winds and you track their motion, they cause these designs. That's by design. Yeah.
See, and that's by if they cause these designs, then that's information. That's by design. Like you just said there, Roger. That's design by design.
So snowflakes prove God.
Aye, absolutely. Snowflakes prove God.
I'm gonna pop on mute for a second. I'll be back.
All right, dude. I'll just carry on playing.
First video, which was just an anti-science screed on a channel full of flat earth, anti-vax, ancient alien stuff. Clearly all of these people were on the same wavelength. And that's weird. There's not usually a lot of crossover between random YouTube cranks and the kind of people who are able to get in touch with Kate Mulgrew's agent. So I prod a bit, and it turns out there's a whole buck wild story behind that. It had actually made a small splash when the film first came out in, I think it was 2014. You know, this documentary about how Earth is the center of the universe and the sun orbits the Earth, and they tricked a bunch of astrophysicists into being in it, and Kate Mulgrew was narrating, and there's this whole story behind that. And I just knew that it was something that I might want to talk about. But then, as I was digging a bit deeper, I realized that the executive producer, Robert Sungenis, a man with a doctorate degree from a fake university, effectively interviewed himself in his own movie in order to make himself look like an expert. And it was just like, that's
a good concept, isn't it? Interviewing yourself. Why not? Why not? But if he's interviewing himself and it's the truth, why not? But whether he's telling the truth or not, I don't know. Don't know who the guy is.
That's it. I have to talk about this now.
Oh yeah, this is by what you call it? Creator called Folding Ideas. I think I have got the link here ready. Let's have a look. I think this might be it. Oh no, that's the blimmin' StreamYard one. I've just put in. I'll go away. Because I got up for it. Hold on, there might be another one waiting there. 2 secs. Let me just get my that one up. Is it this one? Let's have a look. Possibly this one. Possibly that one. Golden Ideas. Let's click it and see if it is. Yeah, it is. It is. It's that one. Yeah, that's the link for this video. So if you want to subscribe to the channel called Folding Ideas, that's the link there. So you can subscribe to that video.
Okay, first things first. The Earth is not the center of the universe. I'm putting this at the front because
I completely disagree. The Earth is the center of the universe. Of the single word. Hey Nathan, how you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. As always, bless you, man.
Because I don't want to have to debunk every random ass claim the filmmakers toss out as they come up. The folks who made this film are going to make a number of claims that are just wrong. We have, in fact, demonstrated that the Earth orbits the sun.
That's the problem. That's the problem. They just always say that it's just wrong. And I guarantee there's probably no evidence put forth for it, or the evidence put forth is pseudo, as we know. We're always just wrong. But I love the lobster shot. It's brilliant. How do you like your lobsters, Roger? Red, raw?
I like blue ones from the deep.
Blue ones. Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Stellar parallax was first measured in the 1830s and has only gotten more precise since. And Lagrange point satellites.
Stellar parallax? What parallax? In stars, I've seen no parallax. I haven't seen any proof of any parallax in stars. Have you?
Neither have I, but the thing is, they put them so far away, they'll never.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
Of course.
But
that's
they got
why
better at
the
it.
same constellations every blooming night have done for thousands of years, and it's recorded, it's patterns, it's cyclical. It's never, and they say they predict these things. It's easy to predict something that's cyclical, that comes around every night, every day. You know, of course, it's easy to predict something like that.
I've been in observatories like big ones, and I've worked in them. Like we used to maintain them, and I've looked at what they look at. They only look at numbers on a screen, dude. They really don't watch stars. They just collect data. It's like measurements using radar.
So they've been taught to think that these numbers represent things in the sky, and any information can be put into those programs, and they're just taught to use that program. So they just think, oh yeah, of course, that means that. That means that.
Well, there's a lot of pre-assumptions that go into how far they're supposedly measuring these things. I don't think they have like a full grasp on even the speed of light, let alone how far things away are.
That's right.
We can do it on a local level, like with radar for battles, ships, and stuff like that. and planes, but I don't know about going to the cosmos with it.
Bloody bugger. I just spilled Dr. Pepper down, you know.
Delicious.
Oh, it's delicious, but I ain't got to suck my top.
All right.
I'll go wipe it. I'll play this and I'll go wipe it.
Behave the way that they do because we accurately understand how gravity behaves.
Let me just play this for a couple of minutes. I'm going to make a coffee instead.
On celestial objects, an understanding that has enabled us to, for example, detect black holes, as in this 23-year time lapse of S2 orbiting the black hole Sagittarius A. The central claim of the film is that the cosmic microwave background radiation indicates that the Earth is the center of a universal axis, which is just not actually true. They massage the data to make it look more significant than it really is, giving the misleading impression that it's a very precise axis that passes right through the Earth, but in reality it's a lot more vague than that. Bottom line, geocentrism as a model of the cosmos requires a universe where a series of incredibly consistent physical principles apply to everything else we can see except us. Now, that's exactly what they're trying to imply, but as with Flat Earth, this creates a cascade effect where successively more and more functional, predictive science needs to be discarded in order to make the claim work. You can't just redraw the orbits of the solar system, you need to claim that Earth is gravitationally exceptional. And if Earth is the fulcrum of the universe, then the stellar field needs to be moving at absurd speeds in order to orbit the Earth once every 24 hours, speeds that would be detectable and relativistic. And so you also need to discard relativity, and it all just causes a cascade. And again, that right there is exactly what they're claiming, that they found evidence that should cause us to toss out relativity and universal gravity and everything we've discovered based on those principles, because it disagrees with their model. And since that isn't happening, they claim there's a conspiracy that's suppressing the evidence. And now, on with the show.
No, we don't.
In the spring of 2014, a small media storm kicked up around the trailer for an upcoming documentary written by Rick Delano, directed by Catherine Thomas, and produced by Robert Sungenis. The trailer, narrated by Star Trek Voyager's Kate Mulgrew and featuring a number of high-profile physicists, including Lawrence Krauss, Max Tegmark, and Michio Kaku, seemed to be arguing against the heliocentric model of the solar system.
Everything we think we know about our universe is wrong.
You can go on some websites of NASA and see that they've started to take down stuff that might hint.
Sorry about that. I'm not very organized today. Was it anything said, dude, that you'd like to talk?
He was claiming that astronomy is science, pretty much.
Right.
But nah.
Well, we know
it's not. It's not a conspiracy. We know why they formed the model so they could predict what the stars are doing. Mm-hmm. That's all.
Of course.
So.
Of course.
But now they teach it as actual physics and science. It's not.
No, of course it's not. It's pseudoscience. Looking. That's all they're doing is looking, observing. Yes, it's the first step to a scientific experiment. It's observation, but that's not science itself. And you don't have observational science. There's no such thing as observational science.
Well, the big kingpin it hangs on is that we orbit the sun.
Yes.
That's what he was basically alluding to, that we'd have to change all that in the model. Yeah, we would, wouldn't we, if we don't revolve around the sun?
If we don't, well, yeah, absolutely, completely, and that's their problem. Well, we don't want to change all this.
No, they built a whole mathematical model on this, so, and they keep making stuff up beyond dark matter, dark energy. The expansion is not moving like they thought it was going to. I know the whole spill. He's going to try to make it look like the director here is making a hit piece and make NASA look like a conspiracy, because he's got a beef with NASA, dude. I'm sorry. Maybe he was related to Gus Grissom.
Barbara says, I can't recall what his video. Well, Barbara just said, I can't recall what his videos were talking about. I liked. They weren't about Earth, though. Been a few years. Oh, yeah, of course. like the people we don't agree with on aspect of the earth or shape of the earth, whatever. Doesn't mean to say we don't agree with them on other things. You know, I mean, I don't like to admit that I might agree with an anti-flat earther on something, but a glober, I don't mind admitting, or a normie, I don't mind admitting that I'm going to have some beliefs the same as theirs, just not on the flat earth thing, obviously. But
all
yeah,
the top
flat earthers,
physicists
I don't agree with on
in,
anything, you know.
in the
Right.
late 1800s and in the early 1900s, all the top physicists predicted that this was going to happen. No, like Tesla and I think can't remember the guy's name. He worked with them. He came up with the celestial sphere and how the energy was transferred from one of the objects in the stratosphere to the other. He developed the actual sphere, like for a celestial sphere, that actually radiated light and electricity like a star would. He made, and then a lot of other people, they call it fringe, but it works. And that's where all our greatest ideas and inventions come from, are from crazy people, as they quote unquote.
Well, that's it.
Well, look what they did to Tesla himself. They Westinghouse and Edison basically wanted all his inventions, wanted his patents, so they pretty much bankrupted him. And Morgan and a couple other millionaires actually didn't want people to have free electricity. This is why they pushed back on the etherites and all these, because they want to develop their own power plants and stuff, because it's not tied into the grid or the system. They don't want people out experimenting and developing their own technology. They want to stymie it. They want to stop. When I was 14, I built a motor. I made an electric motor.
Right.
With magnets.
Okay.
It actually works without fuel. You don't have to fill it up, and it actually conserves all the energy it uses. I used what did I use? I used electromagnets for the pistons. I put a north and a south pole at the top and the bottom, and it.
Of course, then I suppose that would make a piston go up and down, because it's going to reject every time it comes towards the south. South's got to reject south, and if north comes up towards north, it'll reject it and push it away. So that'll move up and down like a piston. Was that the idea?
Yeah, we built it. We made a prototype. I got a patent.
That's clever.
I tried to sell it to Ford, Chevrolet, and Chrysler. Nobody wanted it. They didn't want to touch it, not at all. But I even covered it in ceramic, so it would it collected all the charge from the electromagnets and recycled it back to the battery, kind of like an alternator. I used a capacitor.
Dude, hold on a minute. Do you know anybody called Trust Me Bro? Because I've got somebody on backstage called Trust Me Bro.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. I mean, after what happened to Flats last night, I don't know whether I should trust anybody, bro.
Hey, bro. What's up,
can
bro?
you? All right, hold on. Who's it? He's wrote in private chat. Hold on.
Oh, maybe it's Ryan, because I talked to him earlier. Said he was going to come by.
What do you mean? It's me. I don't know who it's me is. Who is me? Bro, trust me. Well, who is me? Tell me who is me in private chat. But how am I meant to trust you? You just go, oh.
I'm asking this Ryan. See if that's him.
Ryan wouldn't come in with Trust Me, bro.
He wouldn't? He come in with the Cookie Monster? Nope. He said it's not Ryan.
So who's it then? Flatside? No, it's not. Is it Flatside? Oh, it is. Bloody hell. Sorry, Flats, dude. I was scared. You're on mute. I was scared. I was scared. What happened to you last night was somebody doing that again, dude. Sorry.
No, I was just joking around with you, man.
He's messing.
No, I get it. That's why I kind of was like, well, who is it? Do I just take the chance or what? Sorry, bro. I should have just known it. You're right. What are you saying, dude?
Oh, going good. Just getting ready to go to the shops and stuff.
Nice. Now, you got anything to say about these dudes, this geocentric thing?
No, I haven't checked it yet. I've been busy.
Okay. You've never seen The Principle before? The documentary they did? Yeah, that's what they're reviewing. So they're making a hit piece on that, which is supposedly a hit piece on that. It's all about flat Earth.
Oh, okay, cool.
Did you manage to get that clip out of the stream last night?
That's the thing that happened. I tried to clip it, and instead of clipping it, it created a new video.
It did.
Oh, what? With that in it?
With that's what I was supposed to clip. Created. But it's fine. When I went to look at it, actually, it's so quick you don't see anything. So
Yeah,
No, you don't.
doesn't violate guidelines. Okay.
Vicky said that. Vicky said that she couldn't see it. She was looking out for it.
That's
Couldn't
too
see it.
quick.
I was like, it's really quick. I mean, you had to be quick to see it, but I've seen exactly.
You
with my
can't
eye.
you can't even stop it on a freeze frame to see it. So
See, well, we must have seen it more quickly, Fats, because we see it fast, then YouTube sees it after. So with that thing, it probably just on the YouTube side you didn't see it.
it probably has that
You know?
little delay.
Delayed, yeah, that's it. Good. It was quick. But when you come in, trust me, bro, I was like, oh no, is this the same dude?
No,
as Fats?
the reason I put trust me, bro, it's because my new merch line.
Really?
Oh, of course.
So you got that finished?
I should have thought. Even Roger didn't think.
I said, I don't know
Of
who
course.
Trust Me Bro is at all. I have no idea.
No, trust me, bro. He's got it on his match.
Yeah.
I never even thought of that one.
Did you make any more of the level shirts? I looked at those. I like those.
Oh, you got disconnected. He'll probably come back on. He's on his phone, so he probably pressed the wrong thing or his signal went.
He's going to the shops.
Yeah, he's going to. Yeah, well, his signal probably went somewhere.
I'll look
See
at
if
the
he comes
line.
back on.
Well,
That's
anybody
it.
that says
Right,
Trust Me
okay.
Bro, no.
There he is. There he is at the stage.
I got
I think
kicked. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
did. There you are.
I'm
Now
just
you know.
saying, yeah, I'm working on more level merch and stuff as well. So I got a lot of ideas.
Cool. Vicky's buying me a hoodie. I think she's buying me a hoodie from yours on the tag. I says, which one you got to get me? She says, the one with Flats's face on it, obviously.
Really?
She's going to give me that one.
Nice. My brother does clotheslines himself, and they use organic, non-GMO cotton, and the shirts themselves cost
That's
like
cool.
$70, dude, just for the
Wow.
shirt. Yeah, I know.
That's good quality stuff.
It is. It's well made.
But that's why I like what Spread Shop. I've heard it's good quality. That's why I use them.
That's it. I mean, because a lot of these places, if you get a T-shirt or whatever, hold on. I just think is there some Oh, it was just the mail. I thought it was Amazon or something. It was just the postman. Because Vicky's still asleep.
Because I don't want to use like a brand that I don't think even I'd get myself. You understand? So
No, of
Makes
course.
sense. Yeah, don't sell crap.
Exactly, because you do get these places that just pretend to be good. You can put anything on the T-shirts and all that you want, all this fancy artwork and all that stuff, whatever you want. But the quality of the T-shirts and that, they're just like Hulk Hogan's T-shirts. You just rip them.
Dude, I bought a Gleason's map shirt from Walmart about like 6 years ago, and within like 6 weeks it started to fade and fall apart.
What, you got a Gleason's map T-shirt
At Walmart?
Really?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can order stuff like that.
That's really good.
You can get flat Earth maps, anything.
That's good, man. Because I've never seen anything like that around here with stuff in the shops about flat Earth or anything like that to buy and to wear, anything to wear. It's good.
I blame that on Martin Leakey.
Go.
Mappy. Yeah. He's got them all locked up somewhere.
Minnie, shut up. Your mom's sleeping. All right. So I'll play more of this video. Let's do it.
To a geocentric universe. So they set up a satellite and they find out these temperature disturbances throughout the universe were all pointing to the Earth.
This caught the attention of a bunch of entertainment industry publications, which led to several of the participants issuing public denunciations of their role in the film. Lawrence Krauss wrote an article for Slate titled, "I have no idea how I ended up in that stupid geocentrism documentary. I have no recollection of being interviewed for such a film, and of course..."
Yeah, Barbara, exactly. Flat, so I got a nasty one. I'm sorry. I don't know why people do crap like that. Because they're sick. Because they're sick. And it was sick images as well. It's not even just images. It was an actual video. Disgusting.
Well, we
Of
only
course, had
saw
I known,
a second of it. Period. That was all we saw.
Well, it wasn't even a second, dude. It wasn't even. I mean, I seen it because I was actually looking at that point because, like Flats was saying, oh, his finger was ready on the button, ready to go. Do you know what I mean? So I actually, because we don't trust Henry coming in, I had my eyes on that avatar, and so that's the only reason I seen it. It's the only reason I seen it.
Well, toads will be toads, dude. Toads will be.
I
toads.
like that. That's lovely, dude. That really suits you, man.
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark.
Yeah, my grandson was hooked on it for like 6 months. Saw Baby Shark every day.
I don't even know what Baby Shark. Oh, I've heard of the shark one. I remember Sharky and George, the crime busters of the sea. That one.
Oh yeah, Sharky and George is awesome.
Yeah, I remember that one, but I don't know Baby Shark.
Yeah, it's a YouTube thing. It's a phenomenon over here. All the kids in nursery school, they're hooked on
it. Didn't you get one this week too, PJ? I saw some dude's lack of lens somewhere. Oh, nice. I like it. I like it.
From what I heard from Nathan when he first started doing his channel, people would form bomb the Discord all the time just to try to get
really bad to do that, man. You got to think, right? These people, if they're not gay or anything like that, they had to set up this stuff, look at it, download it to their computers, which is risky in depending on your situation. Download the computers, and then upload it, whatever, show it, or it's them in the video. You know what I mean? It's
either and or. Yeah. Well, I mean, they were doing regular porn on Nathan's, from what I heard. So,
Gustin, no, go away, Luca. Go away. I don't
Lucas
want
here?
to. Yeah, you're banned from studio. Go away. The wires all get right. Hold on. Kick from studio then, because it won't let me ban him from studio. Kick. Don't come here, Luca. I told you. Hold on. I will let him in for 1 second. Luca, go away. Don't trust you. Don't videos of me. Nobody's going to watch your crap. Go away. Don't trust you.
Hold on. Wait.
We're nothing to do. I don't want to let you talk. Go away. Not interested in anything you got to say. Thank you. Bye. I didn't even have to let him go. I didn't even have to kick him. He went.
He made a video about the comments he put in Platz's earlier today.
Was he trying to excuse them?
The poor guy trying to correct us. I'm like, dude, you can't even correct the toilet roll.
No, exactly. Do you know, I still haven't watched the videos. Roger told me he did one again today. And I says, well, hey, listen, his own side ain't even supporting him. They're not going to watch it. And then Roger came back. Oh, you're right. No views, no likes.
No, you see, the thing is, Lucas trying to sponge off of us. All he needs to do is, why doesn't he go and bother the Globies? Because he trusts them. Why is he always in the flat Earth streams?
They won't let him in. I think that's what it is. They won't.
Do you know why he's just come here now? So he knows I've always been soft on him, and he thought, oh, if I leave it a couple of days and try PJ again, he might have calmed down. No, that's why I let him in. I didn't even want to let him in, but I let him in for a second to say, yo, get out. Don't trust you. Don't come back. I was about to boot him. I put banned from the studio, but it said they have to be signed in to be banned from the studio.
No, but look at it this way. Have you guys ever seen Luca hang around in Globe chats?
Never.
No.
Yeah. So, yeah, let him go there and hang out with his fellow Globetardians.
No. And why hasn't he got views on his videos from them? Because they're not interested. Because he's just out there trying to impress them. That's what he's trying to do, impress them.
The only views he gets is from the obsessed trolls that troll us.
Yeah. So, Luca, don't try coming back again. You know not to come here. I've told you. You just thought it'd be a soft touch and let you in again. It's not happening. I forgive you for everything. I love you through choice. I do not like you anymore.
Speaking of gay porn, did you see Robot Polisher's
Yeah.
latest video? That was bad, dude.
Oh no, I did see something come out, but I haven't seen what's it.
It has
I'll have to
Brenda in
watch
it,
it.
dude.
I'll have to watch
It has McToon, Brenda, and Craig McNair, all of them. They're like the stars of the show. But they, in between the clips, he has a couple of gay dancers and pinwheels flying on the ground. It's really bad, dude.
Flash just threw up.
Did he?
Yes.
Yeah, as soon as you
Absolutely.
say that, those group of people, there's not really good thoughts that come to mind.
Yeah,
No.
that's
No.
basically what that whole video the Robot Polisher put out today is about. It's all about the trolls from the anti-flat earthers. That's all it is. It's weird. I'll go get
That's right. That's right, Barbara, because we're decent living people. Exactly, that's why. Exactly. But we can't be taking the piss out of. I mean, I have been soft with him for a long time. And even Vicky's been ages ago said, look, even she tried to give in to him, but she was telling me not to be so soft. But she gave in to him and started being okay with him. But he walked over that as well. So yeah, she was straight away, don't trust him, go away, sort of thing. And if you ever come, she says, I'll ban you from every place I'm a moderator at. So just go away. And I don't blame her.
I put the video in the background
that's
if you
it.
want to look at it. It's
Nice
funny.
one. Let's have a look. Let's
Yeah.
Is it a long one?
No, it's a short video.
Is it? So we put it on now then.
Yeah, why not?
Right, let me.
If you want to
do that.
celebrate gay pride, it's pretty much.
Oh
what it is.
no! Oh yeah, of course. No. I'll watch it later. I don't want to put anything gay. I don't want to put.
Well,
Any, oh
they
wow!
don't actually, they don't have any gay acts going on, and it's just
No, is it just? It's taking the piss out of it though, isn't it? It's not supporting it,
Yeah.
obviously. Right.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
And Brenda's
Cool.
the first guy you see.
All right. Cool. Let's do that then. Let's do that. Quickly. It'd help if I shared it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
That would help. Yes, it was.
Get ready for a big surprise.
You ready for a big surprise? There we go. Let's do
You
it.
recognize that
Well,
face,
like-
don't you?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh,
There's
wow.
Brenda. There's
Oh,
there he
wow.
is, Craig.
Oh, look at the rager.
People break when it's too much. Let them
There's
dance,
Bob.
let them play.
Oh, when he had one.
Space and Legos on their minds. Keep them happy, keep them blind. Building blocks, a cosmic dream. No one hears the silent scream. Play space, play Legos in your happy little world. Don't
Oh, no.
chase,
Yeah.
don't follow in this dream. We'll let you twirl.
Oh, wow. What on earth?
Oh no! But where do you
Oh,
find
my
this?
goodness.
I
What?
understand. Where do you find this stuff?
Twisted
Though?
game.
This is Robot Polisher.
Oh,
dude.
Truthful
Yeah, but
gun,
I'm
you
saying
just
when he makes the
same.
videos,
Where
where
does he
does he
find
search to look for the stuff?
Better off with
He
plastic
made
souls.
it's mental. I know. He's got to look at this stuff.
Oh.
Oh, I feel sorry for him.
Anyway, guys, I gotta go. Enjoy the
All
rest
right,
of the
Wesley.
stream.
Yeah, we will.
Cheers. Blessings,
Right,
guys.
nice one.
Chat
Nice
later.
one for popping in, man. Bless you, man.
Cheers.
Bless you. Sorry about the misunderstanding.
Just trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro. I should have known. But you know,
He's got a package for you.
somebody could have been using that, knowing that I know that. You know, trust me, bro, Matt, and try to get. But no, as soon as he's flicked on his camera, I knew. Right, let me play the rest of this.
Yeah.
It's
They
funny.
have Brenda here again in a second. Watch.
All right. Uh-huh.
In their hands they find control. They don't need to understand that this life is just a plan. Stars and rockets fill their skies while the truth will
there's the
hide its
Mandela.
lies.
Yeah.
Play space, play Legos in your happy little
Mandela.
world.
Lamb.
Don't chase,
Yeah.
don't follow follow in this dream. We'll let you twirl. Play space.
That's the magic school bus.
In your happy little world. Don't chase, don't follow in this dream. We'll let you twirl.
I don't know where he got the footage for this.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was
Brendan, isn't it?
That's not it now. He's got the disco lights on.
Oh, there he is. Oh, wow.
There's Craig.
Don't chase, don't follow in this dream. We'll let you twirl.
What did we find? We found it. Jesus. He outdid himself. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Funny. There's Flatsoid's link for the new merch drop. No, it's so funny.
Yeah. Well, that's the theme for the day, isn't it?
That's it.
Pinwheels and gay. All we need is Arwen to stop by.
Right. Who's Michelangelo?
I have no idea.
Somebody backstage called Michelangelo. I don't know these people's names. Look, you're just calling yourself something. I don't know who you are. If you tell me who you are, if I know you, then I might let you in. But I don't know who Michelangelo is. Can you write in the private chat who you are?
Is it Luca?
Because if it's Luca, I'm not letting you in. Don't try and trick me to get in. I'm not letting you in unless I know you. I'm not taking the chance after what happened at Fletcher's last night. No way. It's Luca. Oh, is it Luca? You put that.
Yeah, that was me. I'm asking.
Yeah, I know.
If he says anything.
Like, so nobody's saying anything. You're not writing anything in chat, so you're not coming in. You're not coming in. You're not writing anything in chat. You're not saying who you are. Like it says Mitchell Angelo, not Michelangelo. So I don't know if that's how you say it. Michael is usually spelled A-E-L. I don't know if Michelangelo is different.
Michael from yesterday. Who is Michael yesterday?
Mickey. I don't know. I don't know anybody called Mickey from yesterday. Nobody was on in my channel called Mickey.
We don't feel like editing a video today, dude. Sorry.
No. I was at Flatsides. Yeah. Mickey. I came late. Yeah, well that I'll give you right. All right. I'll give you 1 second. If you do anything, like, because something bad happened in Flats's last night where we let someone in and they showed gay porn. If that happens, then I won't ever trust anybody coming in again. Hello? Michelangelo? How you doing? Who is it?
Hey,
Michelangelo. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, right. You sound right. Thank you. Sorry, I couldn't trust. I didn't know the name. I didn't know even Mickey. But if you were in Flats's, that's cool. But so did you know what happened in Flats's last night?
Yeah. I was watching it all through yesterday. Yeah, it's always
all right.
the same.
So, yeah. I was just scared that happened, dude. I just scared that happened. That's why I was being cautious.
And you know, there will be coming extremely idiotic people to you. You know, they will try to destroy everything that you have. You know.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Is that flat?
That's how they work, you know.
Show your face.
I don't have a cam, but
that's not flat side.
But you see my face, you know, in the normal chat, you know. Right here.
No, it definitely sounds like the guy was on flat side. He's okay.
Yeah.
He's okay.
You see the normal chat? This is me. This is my picture. Yeah. I'm the normal chat for.
I see him.
Oh, of course. You're Mike Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just being cautious.
You don't know me, so it's all right, man.
I know. Sorry, but yeah, I was just being cautious. What you got to say, bro?
Better safe than sorry, right?
That's it. You just come to chill, or you got something specific to say? Just come to chill, yeah?
Yeah, just coming
Yes,
to chill.
thanks. Cool.
I was waiting the whole morning because you did go to sleep, and then I watched Flat. So it's because I came late yesterday to his show, and I rewatched the whole show. And
Got you. All right, I'll just carry on what I do. I'll play the video. If you've got anything to say, just shout stop there.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Right, sound. So we go again. That was pretty mad, that video, Roger.
Oh yeah.
I liked it.
I want to leave a comment on it later.
Oh, definitely.
That was wonderful, girlfriend. How do you like that one? Oh God. Yeah.
Flatsoid just said as well. Nah, guys, I just asked him to show his face before he was added. It's just a safety. He is cool, by the way. Yeah, we knew that as soon as I knew who it was. As soon as he said he was Mike Van Dyke. I knew the voice anyway. But as soon as he said Mike Van Dyke, that just confirmed it.
Yesterday I was Mickey, and today I'm Archangel Michael. So.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if that's how you spell Mike. Is that actually how you spell Michelangelo, or is it spelt like the name Michael, like Chael, or is it actually like that Michelangelo?
I think he called himself like this, but my name is Mike Michael with A.
With A, yeah, I get you. I just wasn't sure. Anyway, we'll carry on with this. Give me a shout when you want me to stop.
Okay, let's have some fun.
Would have refused. So either the producers used clips of me that were in the public domain, or they bought them from other production companies that I may have given some rights to distribute my interviews to, or they may have interviewed me under false pretenses, in which case I...
Out of sync again. Let me just reload it. 6:57. Say again, babe, what's up? Turn the camera off for a sec. Oh, she's just up. She wants me to turn the camera off.
Okay.
Right, it's off.
I hate Lawrence Krauss, man. He's a rich bastard who doesn't believe in anything, to be honest with you.
Yeah. He's a bought asshole, yeah.
He thinks the Book of Revelations is a joke, so he makes fun of it all the time.
Well, people don't understand it.
He was one of the first guys who, what's the other guy's name? They were talking about different conspiracy stories, and they were the first
learned
that
about
I was listening to them back then, like 10 years ago or something. But you see the people like them, they are stupid, man.
That's it. You Vicky's just got up, guys. Vicky's just got up. Luca, try it again. Yeah. No. I said I'll let him in for 1 second. I said, I don't trust you. I don't want you here. I'll let you in for 1 second to tell you not to come back. You're still making videos on us. Your own site ain't even watching them because you've got 0 views, 0 likes. So you're still making them. And he says, hold on a minute. I says, no, I'm not here to give you a voice. I'm not letting you talk. Goodbye. And I was about to kick him when he left. Told him not to come back.
Yeah, but what is his I know he's got all.
What is his deficiency? What is his malfunction? Is that what you're saying?
What the no? But how the fuck can he not get the hint?
Because they're obsessed. They're obsessed.
I know, but come on, if you're a grown ass adult and you are that obsessed with what we are doing, then go and get some help, mate, or get a life, or just I don't know. F off.
He's still making videos. I haven't watched them. I've been told about them. But then he's still trying to get in. You think he can make videos against us and try and get in still. But he come to me because he knows I've been a soft touch with him. That's why. That's why I told him, don't ever come back. Calling me a bully. Telling me I bully Flatsoid. I support Flatsoid, not bully him.
Anywhere on my mod.
You beat him in the back room daily, right?
Yeah, all the time.
Absolutely.
Now you got to say what I tell you, boy.
All right. Anyway, let's carry on.
Barb says hi, Vicky.
Hi, Barbara.
Her voice is going. She's just up.
have refused. So either the producers used clips of me that were in the public domain, or they bought them from other production companies.
I thought it was out of sync. I thought it was this guy that was talking. It's not. It's someone narrating over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped it because I thought it was out of sync.
Companies that I may have given some rights to distribute my interviews to, or they may have interviewed me under false pretenses, in which case I probably signed some release. Following Krause's lead, Kate Mulgrew issued a short statement on Facebook. I understand there has been some controversy about my participation in a documentary called The Principle. Let me assure everyone that I completely agree with the eminent physicist Lawrence Krauss, who was himself misrepresented in the film, and who has written a succinct rebuttal in Slate. I am not a geocentrist, nor am I do not subscribe to anything Robert Sungenis has written regarding science and history, and had I known of his involvement, would most certainly have avoided this.
Sorry, roboted out there for a sec. Did anybody want to say anything?
No, we're good.
No.
All right, cool.
Documentary. I was a voice for hire, and a misinformed one at that. I apologize for any confusion that my voice on this trailer may have caused. The producers fired back against these by posting a YouTube video hosted by writer-producer Rick Delano titled Thought Crime, The Conspiracy to Stop the Principle, which, Jesus Christ. Thought crime, conspiracy,
Chill with the Jesus Christ thing, dude.
Yeah. Well, he's an atheist, dude.
I know.
You don't care.
But people know these things are quite offensive,
He hasn't got to the end of science yet, and these people don't even know what science is to begin with. So, it's just like church dogma. If you ever look into the heliocentric model, they have a Bible for every planet, star there is.
Right.
They do know everything, but they don't know nothing. That's the funny.
That's right, man.
No nothing. They believe in everything. This all this bullshit. That mankind they made us believe for 100 years now. It's crazy.
All right. I was going to say, but Flatsoid came in earlier on and backstage, and I've been safe because of what happened to him last night, and it was called "Trust Me, Bro," and I'd never thought it was you. Trust Me, Bro. And I was thinking, who are you? I says, I'm not letting in because I guess what happened to Flats last night. He says, write in the private chat who you are. If I know you, I'll let you in, and I'll take a chance. Yeah, he had to show his face before he got in. It was Flats. No, it was. I'm like, sorry, Flat. Same with Michelangelo here. I wouldn't let him in until I knew who he was because of what happened at Flats last night.
Ryan texted me earlier. He's like, yeah, that's kind of 8th grade level of punking people.
Of course.
Throwing porn out there. Yeah.
Aye.
He laughed about it, though.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I think that alone gives you a pretty good snapshot of where these folks are at. In this video that implies they are the target of a conspiracy, they provide what they consider to be discrediting evidence against Krauss and Mulgrew, and explicitly state that it's not about geocentrism, it's about cosmology.
I checked the film thousands and thousands and thousands of times. There's just nothing about the Jews.
Yeah, there's the Big Bang.
It just isn't.
There's a Big Bang. 100 light years. 1,000 light years. 10,000. Wow, that was quick.
This is a sentiment he has expressed repeatedly. In an interview with Colin Lesher at Popular Science, the film is not about geocentrism.
Hey, Logical, good to see you. Sorry, I didn't see you there, man. Didn't see you there.
I said hi to him already.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, nice one for coming, bro.
Anno told me flatly. Rather, it's about the Copernican principle.
What does that say? The film is not about geocentrism, Delano told me flatly. Rather, it's about Copernican principle. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Copernicus' idea that the Earth doesn't occupy a cosmically special place in the universe. Delano then took me on a circuitous talk through dark matter, through Galileo, through the cosmic microwave background before landing on his thesis. The fact of the matter is we do not know whether the universe has a center, he said. Well, if it came from a big bang, then it would have a center, wouldn't it?
It would have to.
It would have to. It would have had to radiate out from the center if it was a big bang, obviously.
I think Richards and Genesis is actually a geocentrist himself.
Aye.
That's why he did this. Yeah, he wanted to point out all the bull crap that they've been handing out for the last 100 years or so in public schools.
Yeah.
Got you.
You know, in some way,
Copernicus's idea that the Earth doesn't occupy.
Sorry, Mitch. Go
ahead.
Somehow I feel sorry for these guys. You know, we often we laugh at them or something, but they are like
deluded.
Lost.
Yeah, they're lost. Yeah, this must be crazy. You know.
That's why the world's a mess today, man.
Absolutely, I agree with you. We do feel sorry for them as well to a certain point. Absolutely.
Cosmically special place in the universe. Okay, first of all, those aren't mutually exclusive. Those are nested subjects. Second, is the movie geocentric? Sort of. Rick's wishy-washy, it's not about geocentrism, it's about cosmology, is actually pretty accurate to the finished movie in that the film shares that wishy-washy attitude. The film itself is a lot more non-committal than the trailer implies, being mostly composed of implication and innuendo rather than offering any actual claims.
So what I take away from this is we simply always need to keep an open mind and listen to all viewpoints and let Mother Nature be the one who gets the final word.
There's always a revolution coming in science because science.
Absolutely. If the evidence is there, then listen to it. If it's not there, then if the evidence is true, obviously it's got to be tested.
Well, actually, if you just make it all up, you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
That's right. Aye. Absolutely, bro.
The cosmic fairy tale.
This is necessarily
cosmic fairy tale, aye. Cosmic stardust. You know what I mean? It's just blowing upon everybody from the universe, the cosmic stardust. So
that's what keeps us alive, dude.
Fantasy. Aye, cosmic stardust. Aye. Absolutely. It's blowing from the four winds of the universal sphere.
Yeah, everything's great.
Eventually,
you can make up any crap, couldn't you? And people's got to believe it.
Write it down in a book, publish it. You're good to go, man.
That's right. That's right.
It
becomes textbook then. It'll be taught in schools. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
You pay politicians enough money, you can get it published and put it in the public schools. That's how that gets there. The governors of each state review all the science and math and English textbooks, and they approve it. They give the funding for it. The state pays for it, and voila, bam, it's real.
And then if you don't send your kids to school, you get if you don't send your kids to school, you get arrested for it eventually, and you go to prison for not sending your kids, for not making them go to school, unless you're home tutoring, but then you've got to have permission to home tutor. Do you know what I mean?
God, that's messed up, because here we can actually do it without asking the state's permission. I went to homeschool for like 3 years, and the state didn't say anything to my dad about doing it neither. And Jaron was on the soapbox too earlier tonight. He was talking about we should all homeschool our kids.
Absolutely, we should.
I agree.
I know somebody who started the school. I can't speak to
I know, but as loud as you can.
Started the school, and it was more about learning trades and stuff like that.
See?
And also like survival things.
See what I mean?
And they ended up closing it down.
Wow. The thing is, if you don't send your kids to school and you just keep them off, even if you're homeschooling, you need permission to homeschool them. And if you don't send them to school and there's no reason for it, then you can get arrested for it and sent to prison for abuse.
That's jacked up, dude.
Yeah, it is. Of course it is. And because you're forcing your kids to go to school and learn something that's been made up. That's how information's working.
They want to put your kids in a social experiment. That's what it is.
My friend, she took her kid out of school because they kept saying he was naughty. And it got to the point where he'd kick off. The daughter going to school. She's been homeschooling him now for I think 2-3 years. and the difference in that kid now compared to what he was like is massive. He's doing really well, you know, and he's enjoying it.
Well, there you go.
Sometimes school isn't the best place for everybody.
I mean, kids like going to school sometimes to play with their mates, but when it comes to lessons, it's just all
Me
so
as a
lies.
4-year-old, I would have panic attacks when my mum took me to the bus stop.
Really?
Yeah, and I'd go to school hyperventilating.
Because you didn't want to be there?
Yeah.
I didn't want to be at school.
And I did that all through primary school.
Yeah. The last 2 years, like my high school, I did homeschool. And I didn't do as much work, but I did enjoy it a lot better, and I wasn't anxious about it. You're not on edge. It's more comfortable. It's relaxed.
Yeah,
it's easier to learn like that.
That's what the problem is with schooling. You know, you go to school for 70%, you will never need this stuff anymore. So you go for 70%. You take all this time. You know, you could have built a house or learn how to build a fire or how to survive. But now you have to go to school and for 70% nothing.
And you learn crap. Yeah. And they rub your nose in it the whole time. And if you don't parrot what they say, you're stupid.
Yeah, and we all know the Rockefeller method.
Oh yeah,
that's not good.
No, exactly. Oh, I haven't had that noise in a long time. That's like where a mobile phone interferes with
a microwave.
The speakers. Did you hear that? Yeah. Do. That's what I used to hear when it came to the old polyphonic, like your Nokia 3210s and that. When they used to go off, your speakers go do, and that's what I just heard then. That's mental.
I got one of those right now.
I had one of those.
Is that what it is?
Oh,
that's why it happened then. A signal for your thing. What about pressure? Yeah, pressure.
Spend them 5 days a week somewhere to learn all this stuff that then most of them are never going to need to know. So why are we not letting kids be kids and start educating them when they get a bit older?
No.
Why, when they're 4, do they have to start school?
Because that's when the indoctrination
until
has
they're
started.
18.
They need to indoctrinate young, so it stays there. So it's knowing it. It's like they've always known it. So when they grow up, it's I've known that since I was a baby. You know, I knew this. I knew it was heliocentric since I was a baby. I knew that we were flying around the sun since I was a baby. You know what I mean? Everybody knows it. Indoctrination has to start early. I just noticed what Barbara said earlier. Next they'll tell us rain comes from alien or angels peeing on us. Then Ian says, Barbara, that's nice thought, lol. And then said, isn't it, though, Ian? Makes me want to shower again.
No,
surely Angel P. What?
Oh, yeah.
And then says, surely Angel P would be okay. Sounds like a name for moonshine. Oh, I like that. He ain't thinking, Ian. But I prefer wine or beer. Me too.
Why not?
I don't drink, so.
No, me not anymore.
That's all today.
That's good. Right, okay, let's get on with this bit. I'll never go anymore.
Cannot make a final statement because it doesn't know everything. It cannot examine what's going on at the four corners of the universe.
As to how many angels dance on the head of a pin, I think it's still an open question.
You know, I can tell you what the future might be, but it could be something different.
There's not a lot to really sum up about the documentary itself. The A plot is mostly interviews with a mix of scientists and crackpot religious zealots, while the B plot is a reasonably accurate animated summary of the development of the solar model from prehistory to Albert Einstein, just with the occasional curiosity of how something is framed that tosses up the odd red flag here and there.
This is the beginning of faith and the beginning
there you
of
go.
science.
Big dip up. See all the time. Right.
They're both the same thing.
And that's kind of the crux of it.
Oh,
There's no screamingly absurd claims.
That's right, the Ethernet cable's coming today, isn't it? On the mouse. On the mouse. Thank goodness you can't keep using this thing. It's terrible. It's a brand new mouse, but it's a gamer mouse and it just doesn't work on here. It's terrible.
This isn't Masaru Emoto claiming you can grant water.
Sorry, Raj.
Yeah, he's the director of that film is actually leaving breadcrumbs to show you the truth.
Right.
Just here and there, dude.
Of course, they always do. They always
No,
do.
he did a good job, dude. The Principal was a good movie, I think, personally.
Aye. I'll have to have a look for it. I mean, I'll probably get to it, and I've probably seen it. I don't know. I'll have to look.
It shines a true light on the cosmologists and the astrophysicists and their attitude towards any other alternative of thinking.
Is it on YouTube? Is it actually a documentary on YouTube, or is it an actual movie documentary?
It's a movie, but they released it as a documentary. It's a documentary. I don't know if you can get it on YouTube or not. And I know they had it on Netflix. And when it was released, everybody was like holding their breath after they got done with it.
Okay. I'll have a look. See if Netflix has got it.
This kicked off I think it was around 2012, right when Jaron got popped with the Netflix
of course,
documentary.
Of course.
He's still trying to live that down now.
Healing
he was
property
about that all night.
Oh yeah. Well, it was a hit piece, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, Nathan warned him.
There's a
He's
link
like,
that
dude,
talks
don't
about
do
it.
it.
Supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I roboted out then. I think it's still roboting out. Am I?
No, you're good.
No? Okay. No. Sorry, Roger. You said something, but roboted out. I didn't hear it.
And Nathan warned him, man.
Right.
Yeah, he said it's going to be a hit piece. Everybody on the FED and try to tell him what science really was, and it does prove things. And he got defensive about it, and he just went the other direction fast.
Aye.
He had something to prove, man.
It definitely was a bloody hit piece. That's for sure.
Just like this
by
final
exposing
experiment.
it to positive thoughts.
Aye. Just like that. Just like that.
水に見せてみよう。そしたら水はそれすらもね、その振動すらも感じて。
Even when the film gets into theology, it does so in a really tepid, vague way, talking mostly about faith in the abstract.
Ever since the trial of Galileo, there has often been tension, if not outright conflict, between faith and science. Remarkably, the Copernican principle seems to be the ground upon which faith and science are again, at long last, approaching one another.
As a whole, the principle is an adept example of a classic form of bad faith debate, which is...
Well, faith and true science come together. It was not pseudoscience you're on about. Go on.
Yeah. Christianity was made, science was made by Christianity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the Islam has the same approach to it. God and science have to go hand in hand.
They have the money. And the people who are ready to do it.
Aye, absolutely. Hey, see Lightning, good to see you, man. See Lightning, yeah. So what, Mike is going live in 53 minutes with the link? Okay, doing some activism. All right, there you go, guys. Mike is going live in 53 minutes with some activism. If you want to go over and check him out. I mean, I should be finished in 53 minutes. So, yeah, go check Mike out, man. Good to see you,
over there today already.
Okay. The school of just asking questions. It's a form of debate where you advance your ideological agenda entirely in the form of questions in order to take the role of a non-committed bystander who doesn't believe anything and has no opinions, but has a lot of concerns. This approach becomes fairly obvious when you listen to the way that Sungenis and Delano and Thomas defend the film, focusing mostly on a narrative that the principle is exploring possibilities, and the particular idea that the preemptive critics of the film were misled by the film's trailer.
Okay, so... They did see the trailer, and I think all these conclusions are being made.
Yeah, that's true. They're basing it off the trailer.
But when you actually watch the film, people come back and go, that's not what was in the news.
Of course, that's all deliberate. The trailer is intentionally provocative. Like, I can't really think of a clearer example of bad faith whinging than this.
And the trailer, of course, is a trailer. It's designed to stir up controversy. Well, of course it is. Sure and, you know, we just assumed that we'd get the same treatment as everybody else, which is a foolish assumption.
Yeah. Rick, you made the trailer. It's your trailer for your movie. You don't get to
Now it is out of sync. Definitely. So let's
Yeah, he reminds me of Richardson Genesis. He reminds me of Michael Moore.
Okay. I get you.
You remember
I get you.
the guy who made the Fahrenheit video?
Yeah.
Aye. I get you. Aye.
Supersize me, please. Interesting.
That was a good little twist for the vegans there. Supersize me.
Oh, yeah.
Don't go to McDonald's.
Oh, aye, absolutely.
We would have never known if he wouldn't show us this.
Yeah.
Made a lot of money.
Examination of some cutting-edge science where everyone gets an equal say and it's left to the audience to draw their own conclusions.
Right. And another thing about it was making sure that it was balanced, which of course, the controversy came out saying that it wasn't, but it's truly, I even said when I did this, I said, hey, listen, if we're going to make a film that's one-sided, I don't want to be involved. But if we're going to let everybody have a seat at the table and then let, the audience figure out what they want to do, then I'm all in. And so that's
what you did so beautifully.
And on the other hand, you have the second trailer for the film.
Still a little
Science has found evidence that Earth is the center of the universe.
It is.
There you go.
Science has found evidence that God exists.
So
why do they tell us we are insignificant?
Not to mention, Robert Sungenis, the executive producer who has continued.
Charlotte was insignificant, that little speck on the edge of that galaxy and amongst the billions of galaxies. Next one being Andromeda, which is more than billions of lifetimes away. And then you've got billions of them. So vast that we could never do anything with it. It's in vain. It's futile. Why would God make such a place that no one can ever do anything with it?
Yeah, and it's extremely human.
It's counterintuitive.
I feel like Earthworm Jim right now.
Earthworm Jim. Oh, that's another cartoon, isn't
it? It was all about space, dude. He was an astronaut. Yeah.
Aye. That's right. I remember.
To be heavily involved in the promotion of the film for years following its release, including writing numerous commentary articles for the official website, theprincipalmovie.com, wrote an entire book promoting geocentrism called Galileo Was Wrong, the Church Was Right. Now, you might be wondering if maybe that's also just some provocative marketing. Maybe it's just a way to reel people in for a discussion of some interesting oddities in data derived from measurements of the cosmic microwave background radiation. Chapter 3. Evidence Earth is in the center of the universe. Okay, yeah, that's pretty unambiguous. And this is the root of it. Despite the superficially
unambiguous. So you're saying it's not vague? Well, it's not vague. It's saying that Earth is the center of the universe. That's straight to the point.
Hence the name of the movie was Principle, right? It's a principle movie. It's about the principle of the known universe would be the center of us. We're created by a God.
And logic would tell you that we have living things on this, well, they think it's a planet, on this place. We're living. We're the only one, any evidence of anything ever living. Why would you then think that something else would revolve around something else? You would obviously, intuitively and logically think that you are the center of things.
There has to be another planet with other life like us on it somewhere out there. We got to go find our brothers out there in the galaxy.
Oh, of course. And they maybe look the same as us, but they've got different characters. We maybe got doppelgangers and stuff like that,
It's an amazing universe.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. It's a wicked plan, right? It's crazy how they did it. How fast, it's this speed.
Aye.
It's still science fiction. That's all I gotta say.
Of course.
But sometimes
just asking questions.
Aye, it's truth is stranger than fiction, without a doubt.
of the film, the intended takeaway is pretty obvious and is of course reinforced by the evidence of how the film has been rhetorically employed since its release, with the film mostly playing for Christian faith film audiences and the same new age spirituality crowd as other pseudoscience and lightly conspiratorial films like What the Bleep Do We Know and Zeitgeist. Before we go on, let's talk for a bit about the folks behind it all, because to really understand what the principle is saying, we need to understand the worldview that it comes from. So, two people we've already partly introduced, writer-producer Rick Delano and director-editor Catherine Thomas. They are the frontline filmmakers. Thomas, a music video producer and director turned documentarian, seems to have fallen in with Delano by happenstance, and while she claims she disagrees with Rick about a lot of stuff, the two of them have continued to work together since, and she vocally defends the film.
If you give an opinion where a geocentric opinion from one subject and they go, oh, no, you can't say that, you know? And if you go, oh, and like the principle, you have multiverse, you have string theory, you have all of this. And I'm like, all of this is controversial. And actually, that's what kind of made me mad whenever I was seeing when people were attacking the principle, they were only attacking one thing, which was the geocentric stuff. And
they will, because they want to confirm their bias, and the geocentric stuff is not, it doesn't gel with their bias. So yes, they will get mad. They'll get insulted. They will rage.
Do you see a picture behind her head? She's got a double decker right driving over the top of her.
She got a double decker going to knock her right in the napper. Big old red London double decker.
That's a bad shot right there.
That's a London bus. What, babe?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought Vicky said something. Yeah, it's a London bus.
They have them over here in Vegas. They actually have tours on the same, in New York too.
Ah, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
It's for the tourists. They want to go around and tour the city. They can drive in the top and look.
Vicky says, just don't go Leeds, they'll set them on fire, which is true. I was going to say, yeah, it's near Michael as well. That is not too far from Michael. Right.
Is Mr. Cheswick in the house? Hey, Mr. Cheswick.
There he is. Yes, he is. Mr. Cheswick, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
I like his mixes he's been putting out lately.
Aye, Mr. Cheswick's good, man.
I was like, why? Because there's so many theories in here.
Delano is a Catholic fundamentalist and seemingly a true believer in geocentrism. For years prior to the production of The Principle, Rick maintained a personal blog titled Magisterial Fundies. From the October 2011 launch post of that blog, Magisterial Fundies, The Soft Opening, Rick states, "The Catholic Church has, by the sovereign decision of God Almighty, been granted a charism to teach the truth concerning faith and morals infallibly. I expect to examine precisely those anomalous, unusual cases where magisterial teaching has either been abandoned or qualified by subsequent lower-level teaching. Critical areas will include 1. The question of whether the Jews enjoy a separate covenant for salvation. I argue that this notion is damnable heresy. 2. Whether the Church has reversed her condemnation of Galileo. I argue she hasn't, and I further argue that the utterly astounding new observations from SDSS and WMAP suggest that this is an extraordinarily powerful instance where the protection of the Church's teaching on..."
I would say they need salvation.
Mr. Cheswick,
it says the only way to the Father is through the Son. So I would still say Jewish people need salvation. I know they're God's chosen people, but they still need to accept the only way, is the Father through the Son. So I would say so, yes. Sorry, carry on, Roger.
Mr. Cheswick couldn't remember Vicky's name.
Oh, hey, Vicky. Sorry, forgot him. Miss Queen Bee. Some people call her Queenie, some people call her Bee, some people call her Missy, some people call her Vicky.
A bitch.
A bitch.
Hi, Harry.
Oh, Harry, good to see you. I just listened to your wow, I just put myself on mute a second ago just to listen to your WhatsApp voice clip. I get you, man. Yeah, that's cool. I'll try that. I'll try and get that sorted. Yeah, good to see you anyway, Harry, man. The dude meister. You going fishing today, are you, bro?
Don't drop the word.
Right, here we go.
Geocentrism is being validated before.
Sorry, Roger, go.
Oh no, I wouldn't say anything. I was asking if he's going fishing.
Oh yeah, that's what I was asking. I was asking myself.
Our eyes by science itself 400 years after the fact. On top of this, Rick is absolutely conspiratorially minded, tossing out bizarre accusations and claims as though they're self-evident.
We had no chance with the principle against the forces that were arrayed against us. We were just, we were targeted for destruction and absolute. I mean, we had the highest grossing single screen opening in America
Of
the
course.
weekend that we opened it, and they wouldn't even hold.
Of course, I never thought you were in a new flat. I never thought. Gosh, you'll be sorting that out. Did I tell you got a new flat?
No, not far from you.
Yeah, not far.
Did you say he had his coffee down the field?
Aye, Harry does that. He'll go and get a coffee and go down the field. Right. Harry likes touching grass.
Like being outside.
Is
he Irish? He likes being outside.
Oh, he does like being outside. Like that.
I would not go for a coffee.
I mean, that's his job, isn't it? Being outside. With teaching the kids and that. You know what I mean?
I sure do. I'm losing my voice because PJ keeps making me shout at the mic.
It's just because you're a mile away on your sofa.
I know, but I have a big mouth. They don't need me to shout normally.
Oh, by the way, I'll show Harry before he says, before he notices it. Hold on, let me go and solo layout for a sec. Just don't go anywhere a sec, Harry. It's just because everybody keeps saying it. Right, that pelt behind me on the wall is a springbok from South Africa. And people don't see the kind of creamy part of the dick. So no, it's not a dick. It's a springbok pelt.
Show him your box.
And it does look like he's seen it.
I thought it was a squirrel.
Yes, he did like it. I showed him it in a picture, a photograph, or a little video. No, it was a photograph. Showed him it. Aye, of course I liked it. Of course I liked it. His brother had one similar. I remember Nathan had one similar. But yeah, no, it's a spring. It's a hide, isn't it? Aye, it's a hide. Aye, pelt, hide, whatever you want to call it. But it looks like a dick, the brown part. It's springbok from South Africa. It's
springbok comes from German.
Sorry,
we have a lot of them.
Oh, do you?
Yes, springbok comes from German. It means jumping bok.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
the word comes from Germany. Well, I suppose there's a lot of German.
Austria.
It's like a deer. I suppose there's a lot of German and Dutch and all that, and to do with South Africa, isn't there? Thought it was a squirrel. It's a lot bigger than a squirrel. Wow, man. Roger, you could fit about 9 squirrels in that. Don't know the size of squirrels you get where you're in Denver, dude. Bloody hell. In fact, we've got your squirrels over here. We've got the grey squirrels. We're meant to have red squirrels here, but your grey squirrels invaded, and we haven't got any red squirrels.
We got red squirrels too. We get a lot more red than gray.
Yes, the equivalent of Montyak. I think so. I don't even know that word, dude.
Neither do I.
Montyak. Check it out. But anyway,
small deers, they also are native to here.
Oh, isn't there? I don't know what they're.
No, they're an invasive.
But Harry will do because he's out in the wild. Right, anyway, let's carry on with this vid. Oh, it's gone. Where's it gone? Why did the video disappear? Oh, it's because I'm on solo layout. Twat. Stage. Numpty. I just removed myself from the stage instead. What a numpty. Right, so get back here. Let's do it.
Us over in the theater because we were the subject of a boycott by a political organization.
Citation needed.
Executive producer Robert Sungenis has a doctorate in religious studies from Calamus International University, with the hitch being that Calamus International University is a defunct, unaccredited distance learning outfit that was registered in the Republic of Vanuatu, but consisted entirely of a P.O. box and a secretary service in London. His doctoral work in religious studies was overseen mainly by two people. By a physicist, Robert Bennett, who is also the co-author of Sungenis' book Galileo Was Wrong, and is in The Principle, and Dr. Morris Berg. Now, Berg's an interesting guy. Dr. Berg has a Bachelor of Science in Psychology from the University of East London, and then PhD and DCH degrees in hypnotherapy from, quote, overseas universities. He's also an accredited past life healer, registered metaphysician, and an energy EFT master practitioner certified by the Guild of Energists.
Okay, so let's just have a look at the modern energy chart. This is a pictorial representation of a pattern that exists at least, and I mean at least, in all social mammals.
The Guild of Energists are one of those kind of really predictable self-help systems that takes a couple reasonable ideas like happiness is good and maps it onto a truly bonkers series of metaphysics, and once you scratch the surface, you realize it's just The Secret or Prosperity Gospel or the power of positive thinking, including the same dangerous core belief that good people are successful, therefore...
How do you compare Flat Earth to Prosperity Gospel and grifters?
I have not got a clue. In fact, most of the prosperity preachers, well, they'll all be bloody heliocentric. Absolutely. I mean, Kenneth Copeland, there's no way he's a flat earther because he's a space cadet. There's no way he's a flat earther because like I say, he thinks he's an astronaut. He thinks he's living to 120. No, dude, that ain't happening, bro.
Yeah, he's comparing us to them like we're like them, is what he's basically saying. Yeah.
He compares us all. Aye, right. I see. Aye. Well, I don't understand how you correlate that. I don't understand how you make that assumption between prosperity preachers and them that talk crap about Jesus. Really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean that guy there, Kenneth Copeland, actually said the biggest failure in the Bible was God. Wow, unbelievable.
Wow,
So yes, I don't know how we're compared to that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It seems that's what people, they don't even shame when they say something like this. They just put it out there. Make what you want out of it. What the fuck?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think they're afraid of losing their cosmology jobs, astrophysicists, and all that. They get paid a lot of money, dude.
Of course they're afraid. That's all their life, and then they know they cannot go to God and that He forgives them. He would do it, but they cannot do it because.
Yeah. They have to relinquish all their own philosophies and all the crap they've made up over the years.
Yeah.
Their excuses.
It must be a crazy life, man. Never change. Never. Poor guys. You go to
this
hell.
guy looks mad almost, though. He's like mad that somebody would even entertain the thought of a geocentric universe where we're created. It's like it's almost crazy to him.
Who's
They're taking the mick out of my hole.
You're not taking the mick out of your head.
Yeah.
Who's taking the mick out of your head?
They're saying it's tiny.
No. What Springboks ain't big animals anyway, are they?
It's about the size of a deer.
It is about the size of a deer. You've got to remember the head comes off, the legs come off, so it makes it look smaller. And you've got to remember the white bits at the side that blend in with the walls. It's not just the brown part. There's white bits to it as well. It's not as small as what you think. That's about 3 foot in length, 3.5 foot in length on the wall.
I don't know how far away
the head's off, the tail's off, the legs are off. So yeah, they're not taking the piss. They just thought it was small. Because Barbara says something about the size of antelope and the deer and the Rockies aren't very small. Yeah, it's not that small. It's not that small. Not when you see it up close. It's not small to me.
give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play.
Aye. Yeah, it's about the size of a giraffe, definitely.
A giraffe? Giant leopard with hooves.
Who's idiot? Shut up, you numpty. They're messing about.
You as well.
How? What, because I said it's as big as a giraffe? I was trying to make that as massive. Sorry, it's tiny. It looks like a frigging squirrel or a rat. Okay. Yes, it does. It looks like a mouse, actually. In fact, it's as small as a gnat skin. Well, gnats don't have skin, do they? It's probably a hard crust. I don't know.
What did she do with the head? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, what did you do with the head? She fed it to the mink, Fred.
My mum brought it back for me from South Africa.
Barbara's laughing at you. Barbara's laughing at you, babe. No, she's laughing with you, you weirdo.
I've found a blister on my finger.
Oh, I'm laughing at that then. She's laughing at us. We're arguing. Well, I won't be having any dinner then.
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm not having dinner. She just said she's spitting in it, so I'm not having dinner.
Are you having Springboks for dinner?
And the thing is, when she feels like this, she spits poison. So I'm definitely not having dinner.
Oh, Joe.
What?
What did I do?
I'm only joking.
I'm definitely spitting in your dinner.
Yeah, she knows that, Barbara.
Dig deep for that loogie.
Yeah, Barbara, she knows that you're laughing with that, not at her.
Roger, I will do over it. I will cough one up just for him.
Nice.
Mikey's probably streaming by now.
That's nice for him.
Definitely giraffe skin. Right.
I don't follow Mikey, so.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Going in his chat is like a challenge, man. It really is.
Oh,
he don't know how to read it at all.
I like supporting Mikey. But then when he starts talking about debates against actual rock and stuff like that, and nobody does as much as him. I'm like, yes, I'll praise him for what he does, but you're not the only one, Mikey. Does stuff. What?
Tons of people.
Oh,
even Adam Meakin did street activism for like 2 years.
Aye,
tons of people have.
Aye. Pet deer school.
And if you want to find out who the people are that have actually flat Earth trolls,
go to Mikey's.
Flat Earthers, go to Mikey's chat.
Yeah, it's true.
Because that as is.
He's on my channel. Don't say that. He could be watching.
I'm just saying.
I don't think he hasn't trolled me. So.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Because I've seen what he puts in my kid.
Well, it's fine. But, I mean, until he trolls me, I'm not going to treat him like a troll. You know what I mean? If he does and I find out, then his spanner will go. Simple as that. Roger's dropped out by mistake. Anyway, let's carry on with this. I'll never get it finished.
Successful people are good. And of course, it gets a little bit culty when you get into the parts where the founder, Sylvia Hartman, starts talking about coming out of the end.
It's the witching hour at yours, is it? So it's quarter past 3. Usually is the witching hour, isn't it? 3:30, 3:15, 3 o'clock, something like that. In the AM, the witching hour. Yep. We do like that time. 3:33, actually, it would be.
Why is it called that?
The witching hour. Because that's the inversion of Christ, isn't it? The 33, the 3. Because Christ got it's said that Christ was crucified on the 3rd hour in the afternoon. So 3 p.m.
Right. Yeah.
So they invert it by going 3 a.m. Like so when what?
Like a witch.
Yeah. No, witching hour, no. That's when the evil takes place. People they invert it. That's when like they do the spells and all that. It's an inversion of Christ's crucifixion. So it's an evil thing. It's not like for people to go out witch hunting. People might have gone out witch hunting at that point, but no, it's when people are like doing black magic, all that kind of stuff. All these types of things, evil stuff, is done at that time.
Only updates, hi.
Good to see you on the updates.
You ain't got a badge.
I know he ain't got a badge.
I'm not a badge, just one.
It's because he hasn't been here before. You haven't been here before, have you? Updates, but only updates is cool. You can have a spanner, obviously. I give all the cool guys a spanner, and yeah. Again, as I say every time someone gets a spanner, I do it to make everybody equal. Can't time each other out or anything.
Okay.
But I don't get many trolls. Vicky takes care of that kind of thing. But if I do get any trolls, then you're armed, all of you. So
I can tell me everything out.
as my, but Vicky can't because she's managerial, but she won't. She keeps threatening it. I'm joking.
No, maybe I will.
Trust who, bro? Okay. Trust who for a nice one. Yeah, that's definitely right. I like it. I knew I could let that one in. Let's go.
Appreciate it. Be careful about who's let in.
Say again.
And it's sad though that now everyone's got to be cautious about who they're letting in.
I know. I had to do it twice this morning. Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, absolutely. It's ridiculous. It's beyond a joke. It shouldn't have to be like that. Shouldn't have to be.
It shouldn't.
Definitely not. Anyway, let's carry on.
Energy closet. This is just completely not surprising at all. It's crank magnetism. People with fake credentials get their fake credentials from other people with fake credentials. There's an entire ecosystem of these kinds of grifters. Folks with questionable credentials who are adopting a fundamentally anti-science stance, but do so by claiming that they have the real science. They are absurdly common in self-help, dieting, and alternative medicine, but as we see here, the more mathematical sciences are hardly immune. Okay, so those are just some of the folks that Robert Sungenis hangs out with. In addition to his fake degree, Robert is a tradcath, or traditionalist Catholic, which is a term that we should dig a little deeper into. In casual modern use, tradcath tends to just refer to a particularly conservative strain of Catholic thinker, but Robert is a bit more of a traditional tradcath, which means he errs a lot more towards the philosophical roots of the term, which is...
What's a Catholic thinker?
I don't know, dude.
I think anybody who's Catholic thinks. You what, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody who's Catholic thinks like a Catholic. Well, not them all, but Catholicism, I keep saying, is what I've got a problem with, not Catholics. Some Catholics are really saved, without a doubt. Some ain't. Same as some Christians are saved, some ain't. I'm Vicky. I'm Vicky.
I was Catholic till I was 12 years old. I was baptized. I went to First Communion, got confirmed. I've never been excommunicated. I guess I'm a Catholic now. I don't know.
That's the thing. That's the thing is there's difference between baptism and baptism. I mean, Catholic baptism is just water over your head. I mean, full submersion is real baptism. I've been fully submerged.
I've been baptized as a Baptist too.
All right. There you go. I mean, I've been baptized. Even though the church I got baptized in was really charismatic and that, and probably I was a bit wrong with it. I was doing it for the right reasons, so I wouldn't get baptized again. As far as I'm concerned, I've been baptized, you know. So yeah, absolutely. Barbara excommunicated herself from the church. Church of Fallen Men 7 years ago. Absolutely. Don't blame you.
Rooted in opposition to the Second Vatican Council, aka Vatican II. Held between 1959 and 1965, this was a series of formal debates within the Catholic Church in direct response to a number of internal and external pressures, such as the growing civil rights movement in America, women's liberation, declining church attendance, the evangelical/non-denominational movement, and growing criticism and scrutiny. It was, in short, an attempt at modernizing the church. These sessions resulted in a number of substantial substantial changes to church operations, general policy, logistical changes, and official redefinition of the relationship between the church and various social groups. Among the more obvious and dramatic changes were that it became formally permitted for Mass to be administered in a language that wasn't Latin, a policy called vernacular Mass, and encouraged a greater emphasis on lay participation rather than strict clerical dispensation. This means 1, getting general congregants more involved in weekly services, and 2, actually perform.
Yes? All right, okay, you wanted to talk to me. Oh, I see. I thought you wanted to talk to the show.
Mass in the language that the congregation speaks. This is also when the church formally changed its opinion on the death of Jesus, stating, "True, the Jewish authorities and those who followed their lead pressed for the death of Christ. Still, what happened in his passion cannot be charged against all the Jews without distinction then alive, nor against the Jews of today. Although the church is the new people of God, the Jews should not be presented as rejected or accursed by God." So they no longer held all Jews.
Sorry, she wanted the camera off while she went past. She's still conscious of herself when she gets up.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
This was going on when I was in Catholic school. The same, the whole, they brought in Protestant teachers, and they tried to get people involved with the church and the community.
Right.
They did all the same thing. This has been going on forever, dude. And
of course,
and the Jews don't want to feel responsible for the death of Christ.
No, of course.
We're not blaming all Jews for
no.
The Messiah.
It was the Jews it was the Jews at the time of it.
Yeah,
absolutely. But if you are following that religion that agreed with it, then yes, you're wrong with that doubt. But yeah, you can't blame the Jews of today for what happened to Jesus.
So what does this have to do with flat Earth or geocentrism and that fact?
No, I know. I was thinking that myself, to be honest. Nothing.
He's off on a tangent, dude.
Aye, like they usually do. Anyway, some kind of obfuscation or straw man tactic, red herring.
Yeah.
Or red lobster. Red lobster.
You can't even tell they're lobsters unless you look at it long enough.
No, that's it.
Who's categorically responsible for the death of Jesus, which they previously had for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. I guess better late than never. The last change I want to mention was the church pivoting its view on non-Catholic Christian denominations, reverting the anti-Reformation Council of Trent, viewing Protestants and the Eastern Orthodox tradition specifically as separated brethren rather than heretics. This is a subtle but important policy change because it effectively signaled that the various traditionalist denominations shared common political interests, and it would be more important to cooperate on those fronts than hold on to old sectarian grudges. But in doing so, the church ceded its absolute stance of supreme authority. So this is complicated. Vatican II is in some regards progressive, but only as progressive as needed to retain membership and improve political.
It certainly is progressive. I mean, nowadays they've accepted all religions, LGBTQ, and plus all the other blooming letters they want to take. And the thing is, as well, they're going about gay pride. The LGBTQ and that, and that's a big thing in Christianity. Pride comes before the fall, and the Catholic faculty know this, and they're accepting of it. Evolution as well, but yet they believe in God. They profess God. How do they get that to work? Heliocentrism. They take that and they believe that as well. So how does that come together? The only way it comes together is because they're Satan bloody worshippers. Huh?
It's the Jesuits again. They're making a centralized government, and they're trying to push it through society. That's what it is.
Vatican II, electric boogaloo. Electric boogaloo. Oh, wow. I like the music for the soundtrack from Electric Breakdance to Electric Boogaloo. Brilliant, man. Brilliant soundtrack. The breakdance 2 wasn't as good as the first one, though. Breakdance 1. Breakdance 2 is a bit less straight because they've got miracles, the nice colourful building miracles. It's getting closed down and all that stuff. Vatican 2 Electric Boogaloo. I like it. Turbo Ozone saves the world. Oh, wow.
Relations with other conservative organizations. So imagine the kind of person who thinks it was going too far. Now, in all fairness, Sungenis has stated in a 2005 article for Catholic paper The New Oxford Review, we must accept Vatican II as a legitimate ecumenical council without dogmatic error and designed for the good of the Church. In reality, 95% of its words are unproblematic. If the other 5% is interpreted in the light of tradition rather than liberalism and neo-modernism, we shouldn't have too much problem ironing out any difficulties. So he doesn't reject it categorically or even have much complaint with the vast majority of the actual contents. What he does have problems with is that issue of supreme authority. Just when we needed a strong hand to remind us of our moral obligations in the midst of a world gone crazy with the lust for power, e.g. World Wars I and II, and a world either contemplating or actually indulging in some of its worst sins, e.g. contraception, abortion, divorce, promiscuity, homosexuality, the prelates of Vatican II more or less forgot why the traditional church, through her regimen of strong laws and purifying disciplines, insisted on keeping tight reins on her people. This is why liberalism will never work on this earth. Its utopian ideals ignore the fact that deep within man there is a sin problem that simply won't go away by wishful thinking. Keep in mind that when he says liberalism in this context, he's talking about like John Locke and Thomas Hobbes. He means democracy.
But is he? How do you know that? Did he say that? He means democracy. There's no such thing as bloody democracy nowadays, is there?
No. The word I use for it is called hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy, yes.
Yeah,
democracy is hypocrisy.
It's a mocking of a real system. The end times of
Absolutely.
This is Babylon, dude. That's all it is. It's whatever goes, goes.
Babylon. Absolutely. Da.
He's saying democracy will never work. So one of the main things that people praise Vatican II for, creating sanctioned room within the church for liberation theology and thus the likes of Oscar Romero, that's the stuff he really takes issue with. This brings me to one of Robert Sungenis' other...
Go on.
That man was evil, dude. I'm just telling you right now.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were going to say something like that. Yeah, absolutely.
He's a raw Jesuit who will eat your children and molest your mom.
Without a doubt. And probably eat them, then molest them, and then eat them again, and then molest them again whilst eating them.
Jesus.
Absolutely disgusting people. Disgusting.
Yeah. Well, he worships this guy, look like almost. Like, yeah.
It's crazy.
Friends and fellow the principal participant, Martin Selbrede. I'm going to warn you, this guy is a huge piece of garbage with some truly repugnant beliefs. This does get a bit heavy. This is Martin Selbrede, a geocentrist and theologian. He has advocated for a geocentric model for years, both within fundamentalist Christian circles as a companion to creationism and externally in debates with the
Well, it sounds evil to me, dude.
Absolutely, definitely. What Barbara said here, what was it? I couldn't believe the number of alleged truthers who jumped on the bandwagon and stayed even after Negative's deaths last summer. Absolutely they do. I mean, there's a lot of alleged truthers jump on. There's a lot of alleged truthers just ain't truthers at all, are they? They get partial truth, and then they don't believe. They believe the rest of the indoctrination, just not one part of it. You know, it's just like they're blinded. That's another way of confusion. Do you know what I mean? The way the devil confuses is like show you truth in one area, but totally deluded in the other. So if you're in amongst truthers, it makes you look like a truther because you believe one thing that they do, but then they come against you in the other thing. It's another way of infiltrating. Wolf in sheep's clothing, I think. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah,
they let everybody
that's an
think
idea.
whatever you do, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect anybody else.
That's right.
Actual scientific community.
Make them feel good. Do what they
Martin
want to
is
do.
the vice president of the.
Aye. Make them feel good in one hand, then you know what I mean. Build up, edify in the one hand, then knock down in the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Double-tongued, fork-tongued.
Chalcedon Foundation, a Christian Reconstructionist think tank dedicated to lobbying for laws that conform to their interpretation of biblical laws. This manifests practically in two forms. The first of these is a specific form of libertarianism that philosophically is opposed to large nation states, but in the short term manifests in the push for extremely permissive homeschooling standards, which, I mean, Martin here is in a documentary arguing that the Earth is the center of the universe, so you can probably imagine what the curriculum looks like. Also, they stand in opposition to, like, anti-discrimination laws that prevent employers from firing people for
equating people who believe that the Earth is the center of the Earth to having really crap and disgusting morals, and that's ridiculous. Just because he believes the Earth is the center of the Earth and he's a piece of crap, doesn't mean you shouldn't equate that with every person who believes the Earth is
See,
the center.
I don't think he's a piece of crap though, dude. I think
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't heard him yet, but I'm just going by what he's saying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not going to.
Because I haven't heard what he's got to say. Because I haven't heard what he's got to say. But you know what I mean? Hey, Mr. Super Sidewinder, good to see you, bro, man. Good to see you as always. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard him yet. I'm just going by what he's saying here before I actually hear the guy. You know.
Well, he's not going to play what he's saying, dude. He ain't.
Oh, ain't he? Okay. Right. Okay.
This is a spin piece to make
Of
everybody
course.
who thinks geocentric is crazy.
Of course. No doubt.
being trans. The second expression is an explicit push for returning things to the natural order, enshrining Christian supremacy and eliminating the separation of church and state. Now, a number of people have posited that this extreme position means the Chalcedon Foundation supports policies like the death penalty as a punishment for homosexuality, and indeed, the Southern Poverty Law Center lists the Chalcedon Foundation as a hate group for exactly that reason. In response to these accusations, the Chalcedon Foundation...
We all deserve death for any kind of sin, but I wouldn't advocate that.
No.
A death penalty for being homosexual. Because to me, sin is sin. So then I'd have to say death penalty just for sinning in general. You know?
Yeah.
They're living in sin. That's a different thing.
Well, that's why Christ came, so.
Okay, I'm crap at checking my emails, Mr. Super Sidewinder. I'll check that. I've got a song for today's one. Cool. I'll use that for tomorrow, man. I'll use that for tomorrow. That's excellent. I've already got downloaded you and Jack Darby, whatever his name is, for today. So I'll check that and I can do that tomorrow. Nice one, bro. Nice one. Excellent. Cool. I'm really crap at checking my emails, dude. Really crap.
Plays a little rhetorical game where they deflect by repeatedly saying they support biblical law. It's a way of pretending to deny something without denying it, but it's also a way of confirming something without having to actually say it out loud. Selbreed, in a 2007 article titled Answering Tough Questions About Christian Reconstruction, frames it like this.
Exhausted, just recorded a new one. Another one. Wow, man. Wow. I'm just about to check to see if I can get that email, see what it's saying.
Yes. Decade after decade, as a nation grows more biblically consistent and an ever-increasing percentage of its population regards the law of God as the proper standard of morality, it is likely the resulting social pressures, now so successfully applied via our current culture of political correctness, would gradually revert back in favor of biblical moral expectations, causing most biblically illicit conduct to seek more private venues, beyond the reach of eyewitnesses to the act, well before any such biblical laws became transcribed into civil law. The idea of some kind of wholesale slaughter of, say, homosexuals is a total fabrication resting on a fragmentary, piecemeal, unsystematized approach to biblical law. Biblical law deals with concrete acts observed by qualified eyewitnesses. Translated, he does support the state-sanctioned murder of homosexuals, but only as long as it's systematized. And he
about to say I couldn't find it. It's on my wrong email address. Right, okay, I got you. I've found it. Say again.
Oh, I don't see what's wrong with the biblical law and eyewitnesses to crimes. That's basically what he's pushing for. But they got to throw in the homosexual thing in there to make it seem like, oh, we hate all gays. Like, no, that's dumb.
Okay. He's anxious. Sorry. He's anxious to get it out. So let me just see if I can. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't be playing it now. Right, I hear it. How can I? Right. Okay. Sorry. Let me just play this. And I'll get this sorted out. 2 seconds, because I need to check my. Okay. All right.
claims it wouldn't matter anyway. You wouldn't actually get that many executions because all of the overt social hostility towards homosexuality would drive all of the gays back into the closet long before you could even make homosexuality illegal, let alone a capital offense. Remember that libertarianism? Yeah, they oppose large nation states like the USA because they believe that large nations will inevitably be multicultural purely as a consequence of encompassing large numbers of people across large geographic areas, which provides the opportunity for minority cultures to find common cause, unite, and push for their interests. Thus, smaller, local Christian hegemons are better equipped to enforce biblical law and keep the underclass suppressed. Fun stuff. These guys are the philosophical core of the principle, and the rest of the film is structured to make it look like all these scientists really secretly agree with them.
Huh?
Can I just say that this setup for Lawrence Krauss's interview with this green edge light, that it's...
Sorry, no, just because I haven't used the laptop for a while, it's asked me to sign it stuff. It's going to my live instead of my Google.
Yeah, you stopped the video.
Right, no, let me just turn. Okay, it stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, did you want to say something?
No.
Oh, I thought you said stop the video to say something.
Oh, you stopped the video. I noticed that.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I stopped it.
Yeah.
Right, it's going on.
Hideous? I get the intent, but it looks gross, and no one else is lit like that. Anyway, one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about the principle is because the film itself isn't entirely incompetent. It's a pretty good example of how the narrative language of documentary can be utilized rhetorically, because the entire foundation of the film is to make a discredited idea seem not just plausible, but supported. And to do that, you need to launder a few things. So this is how you scrub the ideas. You don't say, we're making a movie proving that the Earth is the center of the universe. You say, we're making a movie about changes in our understanding of the Copernican principle, or we're making a movie about the history and future of cosmology.
There's just nothing about the Jews in the film. It just isn't. It's a film about cosmology. It's a film about the Copernican principle.
It's not wrong. You haven't lied. You've just omitted a conclusion that you know participants will disagree with. You don't do a total hack job where you cut up what people are saying to make them say the opposite of what they meant.
I noticed she was sitting on her sweet can. I grab her sweet can. Oh.
You use framing and juxtaposition, the Kuleshov effect, to manufacture consensus. You take two scientists, and in between them, you sandwich a guy with a fake doctorate who wrote a book called Galileo Was Wrong. Technically speaking, you don't take any of the three out of context.
Right, Mr. Super Sidewinder, sorry if you're still there. I've managed to get it all sorted out today. I'm not downloaded it, but I'm going to share it through YouTube. So I'll be putting it on after the stream. at the end of the stream, which will be finished in about 15 minutes or so. So it'll be going out after this one, so you can get it out yourself, dude. Bless you, man. Bless you if you're still listening. If you're not, I did say to you, I'll get it out tomorrow because I had one for today, but I didn't realize you were so and so much in a hurry. So yes, I'll share that one after this is done. So nice one, dude. Bless you, man.
And
You aren't lifting razor-thin sound bites, but all three are energized, excited, and seemingly in agreement with each other. This is a fine line. You haven't made anyone say something they didn't. You've just created the appearance that they support ideas that they don't. It's a form of misrepresentation that's exhausting to litigate and honestly isn't worth it beyond, like, writing an op-ed or putting out some mean tweets. That's why no one who was involved who spoke out against the film took it any farther than just mean tweets. What's interesting...
That's no probs, dude. I'm glad you told me it was there. I'm just because I'm really crap at checking my emails, so I'm glad you said it was there. I'm glad it's on because I've got too many email addresses on Google. And I'm glad I gave you the Paul Joe Cruikshank one because my other one, PJ Pittyboy one, is full, and they're asking me to buy more Google space. But no, I'll just get rid of everything so I don't have to. It's ridiculous that they want you to buy more space to keep emails that you don't bloody want. I mean, it's ridiculous. But yes, I'll play that in about 20 minutes when this is done. 15, 20 minutes. Bless you, man.
Interesting to me is that the filmmakers have a narrative that they're trying to work and have continued to work even after the film's release. One of the things the film suggests with a wink and a nudge is the outline of a conspiracy that is actively suppressing this information.
All I have to do to shut up geocentrists is to run this experiment up on the moon and see what's going to happen. And all of physics collapses with that experiment. I think there's a reason not to put the experiment on the moon.
Albert Einstein himself said that if Michelson-Morley is wrong, then relativity is wrong.
It implies
no, it's
that
Michelson-Morley.
Michelson-Morley, aye. Experiments on the moon. Yeah, it's impossible. Let's see you standing on the moon. If you can get there, if you can get to it, let's see you standing on it. See what
I always wonder what they are dreaming when they're sleeping.
I know.
Yeah. Me and QE were calculating the velocity the moon had to be traveling at, and to actually go catch a ride on it, it would probably kill you.
Oh,
the sheer and the mass and the volume of how fast it's going across the sky. And I've heard Russian cosmonauts actually say that they attempted to get to it and they couldn't even get close enough to it. It's going too fast. And these are the cosmonauts that died. They don't live long after they do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, isn't that funny? No, it's not funny, obviously. Ain't that weird?
Not to them. No.
Excuse me.
And the ones that come out and say they don't really go to space end up dying too.
That's right. Right.
Yeah. The cool thing is we outsmarted them completely. They have nothing to say anymore. It's game over, you know. We outsmarted them. They cannot. You cannot go against the truth. You know. You can. What you want to do? You always have to lie. This is not working.
Yeah.
They lost their ship.
They did.
Absolutely. Without doubt.
Oh yeah, they did.
Do agree that the prevailing evidence suggests a geocentric world, but they can't speak plainly about it because they would be ostracized from the scientific community, lose their jobs, lose access to grant money, and generally throw a huge wrench into their own lives.
If one day...
Good to see you, Mr. Tardy, Mr. Tardiness, Barry.
Barry.
Barry's always early. He's always early.
Okay.
He's on a day early.
And Twilight was here earlier than I was. Twilight was before I did. He's like that with Mikey too. He's always right there when he opens up.
Hi. Bless you, man. Bless you, man. No, I'm joking. Nice one for coming.
God comes down from above and says, look, these two great theories, relativity and the quantum theory, are wrong. What would I say? First of all, I would say, oh my God, all my published works are wrong. I mean, I'll have to look for another job.
This also lets the filmmakers frame themselves.
Yes, it sounds like if God came down to you, you would actually talk to him mockingly or a bit condescendingly. I bet you wouldn't, dude. I bet you wouldn't.
I hate God. I hate God.
I know. Ridiculous. Oh, my works would be wrong. What?
Yeah.
So God's not as clever as you. Ooh, shame, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, even the guys that teach these professors, they know that they have principles they live by that actually tell you that once you get natural science, you find out there is a God. So
Absolutely. That's the only conclusion you can come to.
Yeah. Not hard.
As doing the interviewees a favor by leaving it as innuendo, and that in turn builds a sense of intrigue, that this is a view that's so taboo we dare not even say its name.
Yeah. We've clearly touched a nerve. We're clearly questioning something that some very powerful people are uncomfortable having questioned.
Well, that's absolutely the case.
Also,
Barry, so it's 3 a.m. your time when we get started. Wow. That's the same with some people for me. It's great that I like to watch and that. Like Sov. I like going to Sov's, but mainly when he's on. That's my bedtime. That's when I'm asleep.
So
if I'm asleep.
It's normal time for me, and I'll still sleep through the first half.
True.
We talk for a moment about the absurdity of a bunch of Catholics claiming that their cosmological model is being suppressed by some nebulous group. So after the trailer for the film comes out, a number of the participants issue statements basically saying they had no idea what the scope of the project was. They were presented out of context. They don't remember being interviewed for a pro-geocentric documentary. The filmmakers counter by posting a response video to YouTube, and this is where they continue that little sleight of hand trick from earlier. In the response video, they include extended clips of some interviews, some behind-the-scenes footage, and a copy of Krauss's image release form.
Lawrence Krauss
signed a release form. Here it is.
Yeah.
Vicky made me a coffee and I didn't even realize it was there. Oh, how dare I?
It's not hot anymore, PJ.
Oh, don't say that. It's okay. It's good. Thank you, babe. Thank you.
There's been
let's roll the release form.
1,500 news articles saying.
Sorry, Reg.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, didn't you? Okay.
No.
That it doesn't exist yet.
That last one is a real trick. In presenting the image release forms, they're submitting evidence for one thing and implying it's evidence of another. See, the signed release does prove...
Bit like anti-flat earthers, that.
They are, dude.
Yeah. You know what I mean? They present evidence for one thing while professing something else. And even the thing that they're professing, while giving the evidence, they're both bloody wrong.
Can you see like how early it is from home?
I see. No, I can see the time. What you mean, the times on the side? Times on the side is the time for me.
No, like Mr. Super Sidewinder, I don't.
Oh,
he's up all night.
Yeah, he's been recording. 6 a.m. to him now.
You lot are wicked because I would be sleeping.
Wicked means good. And by the way,
yeah,
evil,
amazing because I would be sleeping.
Like
it's normal time, but I was still late, so.
Yeah, man.
That Krauss signed a release with Stellar Motor Incorporated, but it doesn't prove that the interviewers were forthright with the underlying motives of the production.
There's been
let's roll the release
1,500 news articles saying that it doesn't exist. Yes, it exists. Let's show it real quick. Yes, it does tell him that we're going to be seeking out controversial.
It's the same release. Everybody got the same release.
Everybody got the
your
same
lawyers
release.
made it up. There's no multiple releases.
It's very clear.
Nothing in this bog standard release says this movie is going to be anti-Copernican, anti-Galilean, pro-geocentric. That informed consent is merely implied. And again, Rick is highly susceptible to conspiratorial thinking, so he just...
Synced again. 34, 54.
You know, if they were told what it was about before, they wouldn't have did the movie. They wouldn't have signed
Right,
it.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
34, 54. Jason. Open. I think we got about 10 minutes.
First learned about the principle.
Have you looked for the chocolates in the fridge?
What chocolate?
Chocolate in the cupboard.
Oh, yeah, because it's been melty. It's really been melty. Quite soft. 34, 54. There we go. That'll do.
PG, I hear it's much better than our chocolate. Somebody told me that.
It is in general. I like Hershey's and I like Reese's stuff, but it's really, really rich. It's really sweet.
Yeah, but their Cadbury don't taste like
No,
that.
when you get when you get Cadbury, it's a cheaper chocolate than what it's used. The ingredients over here are different, isn't they? Yeah. There's a lot of YouTube channels that review, a lot of American channels that review like Scottish and British chocolate or chocolate we get over in Britain, because obviously some are made in Switzerland and all that kind of thing. But Cadbury's is made just like 16 miles away from here in Birmingham, Barnville. Oh, not from here. Yeah, from me. Sorry, I forgot. I'm in a different place. From Coventry, from where I live. But it's still not far from here. About 20 odd miles. Yeah, 26 miles.
Don't you have Willy Wonka over there?
Willy Wonka. There is that chocolate. We see that chocolate. We haven't got Willy Wonka factories and that. But yeah, we do have the chocolate. Yeah, Wonka bars.
It's because Cadbury was bought out by, was it Hershey?
Was it?
I don't know. It's an American company that bought it. But the rules are that our chocolate here has to stay the same. But when they make it in other countries, they can change it.
No.
That's
That
why
happens.
it doesn't taste like ours.
Hi, Ian. We noticed the shit ages ago. Red Lobster. Isn't that a restaurant as well, or some kind of food over in
Yes,
the States?
we got it here. We have Red Lobster here.
I thought so.
I actually I put a couple of them together.
Okay.
I helped build them. Yeah.
I've done it again. I spilled Dr. Pepper earlier, and now I've spilled coffee on myself. Wow, unbelievable.
We'll call you the Red Slobster.
Yeah, the Red Slobster, right over my face, spilled right over the cross. Unbelievable. Right, I'll play this while I go and sort that out.
Geocentric. That informed consent is merely implied. And again, Rick is highly susceptible to conspiratorial thinking, so he just leaves it assumed as though it's self-evidently obvious that there's an organized conspiracy to stop them.
We had no chance with the principle against the forces that were arrayed against us. We were just...
Funny enough, by posting all this stuff in the Thought Crime follow-up video, they actually give us a really good insight into how you go about tricking a bunch of physicists into being in a geocentric documentary. In an extended clip of Max Tegmark being interviewed by Delano, they show us the kinds of questions that they were asking. Also, keep in mind that this footage is being presented to support the argument that...
Oh, so Roger, yeah, you said last night in my the premiere thing, you like my intro. Do you like my intro, do you?
Oh yeah. Yes,
what about my
I've
outro?
seen it before.
Yeah, well, I
almost
used to
like the intro.
Yeah. I usually, when I first started doing it, I used to change my intro and outro every time I made a video. Then I thought, it's too painstaking. You know what I mean? Why don't I just change it every 6 months or a year or something? But I used to change it every time to something different, similar but something different. And somebody said, just keep it. Just keep your intro and outro. It was Michael, I think. I said, yeah, why not? So I just do the same one every time now. You know what I mean? Because then it becomes like a trope, and it's what I'm known for, I suppose. But I used to change it every time. I just thought it was quite basic when I did it, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The ones I first started doing was quite basic, and then the ones I did before that was non-existent because I just went straight from the title straight from the start into the video without any kind of intro and outro sort of thing. But yeah, all good. I only started doing that when I started learning to edit a little bit. I'm not a brilliant editor. I'm a basic editor. You know what I mean? I've got what I need to do it. Just do it basically. But yeah, nice one for that. I was just thinking about it then. Nice one for saying that. It was good. It's good.
No problem.
Cheers, bro.
Rick Delano did not disguise the subject or intent of the film.
Let me read another quote from Professor Krauss. Yeah. And just get, and then we can move on from this particular aspect, because the centrality of Earth in the cosmos.
Barry said, he says, Red Lobster. I did DoorDash for a bit. Red Lobster order. Smelled of death. My wife and I almost puked the whole drive. Car stank for the wet. They probably use rotten bloody lobster then. Because yes, it does smell fishy, kind of shellfish, and fish smell fishy, obviously. But there's nothing worse than when they're rotten. You know, you can, even if they're cooked, I mean, you can still smell rotten
used to
cooked
bring them
stuff.
home from holiday alive.
Good seafood is hard to find. You gotta live near the beach.
Bring them back in the car from like Devon and stuff.
I mean, everybody, you cook them alive, don't you? But I do know people who don't mind cooking them
You're not allowed
from
to
death.
anymore here. You have to freeze them.
Really?
Yeah, freeze them before you cook them, because it's inhumane apparently.
Yeah.
But we used to cook them alive.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and hitting cows
it,
in the head with a sledgehammer is humane.
Well, exactly.
They have a bolt to their brain.
Yeah, it is a bolt now, isn't it? It's a bolt. Just CO2, isn't it? CO2 and just a quick valve bolt straight out like a piston. Yeah, the guy used what do you call him? Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men. Is that what it was called? No Country for Old Men. Aye. He used that in there, and that was a lethal weapon, dude. Lethal. Aye. Good film, though.
It's a fascinating. Yeah, it could be a mistake. It could be a glitch, but there are other elements that are pointing in the same direction. Now, Professor Krauss says, when you look at the CMB map, you see that the structure that is observed is in fact.
Hey, Glenn, good to see you, bro. Thanks
Hi,
for coming.
Glenn.
That'll be Vicky saying hi, Glenn. Yes, she's actually up.
Whoa.
I like crab as well.
Not my fault you don't sleep.
No, well, I did sleep. I slept about 4 or 5 hours. 4 or 5 hours, something like that.
Fact, in a weird way, correlated with the plane of the Earth around the sun. Is this Copernicus coming back to haunt us? That's crazy. We're looking out at the whole universe. There's no way there should be a correlation of structure with our motion of the Earth around the sun, the plane of the Earth around the sun, the ecliptic. That would say we are truly the center of the universe. Would you agree with that assessment?
Okay, so there's a couple things happening here. First of all, that question was 162 words long. It's a lot of rambling, it's a lot of overlapping ideas, and then the core of it is framed not as a question from the filmmakers, but as an opportunity to respond to something Professor Krauss said.
Let me read another quote from Professor Krauss.
See, there's a big difference between asking someone if Earth is the center of the universe and asking them to reply to a colleague. The second is a lot more likely to get a much more diplomatic, measured response where they don't openly disagree, but instead suggest that, maybe they were just talking really fast and didn't word their ideas the best, or maybe the data has some nuance that's difficult to explain.
Hold on a second.
Babbling on. Yeah. Trying to make something out of something that's not even there. What's he talking about?
You got to understand what the ecliptic is. It's not really an orbit. It's a description of what they think the orbit is. And the thing is, that's why they don't go into detail about it, because they don't have any real evidence of the elliptical orbit itself. It's just
elliptical orbit.
Yeah, it's not it's not a regular orbit. It's an ellipse.
Of course, it goes around. It's an oval shape, so there's got to be acceleration in there.
Yeah, well, everything in the sky has that ecliptical to it, which it goes around us. We're in the center of it.
Yeah,
just from our little spot here. Yeah, and what they're doing is they that's what the Copernican painted as his model, but he could not actually get it to work with any of the theories that they had to go with it, like gravity.
Of course,
it doesn't work.
No,
like
exactly.
I'll give you a good for instance. The moon itself if it's orbiting us like they say it is, right? When it goes between us and the sun, and it has to speed up, or no, it has to slow down to match the orbit it actually shows you. It doesn't speed up or slow down, but it has to in their model. When it goes around where the sun is, it has to speed up.
Of course.
To get past it. Yeah. Because of the gravity of the sun. Yeah. And they can't get it to match. Yeah.
No, because if it didn't speed up, then the sun would pull it closer.
Yeah. There's a lot of problems with heliocentrism, man, and that's just one of them.
Absolutely.
That's why they don't talk about it.
Yeah. I've thought of that, before, like things would have to speed up because if they got close, then the closer they got, it's going to get pulled. It's got to get pulled.
It's going to pull toward the sun, yes.
If it hasn't got the speed to get past it.
Yeah.
I have thought about that before, but I haven't heard many people mention it.
The rate of the moon stays the same. And it's like that with everything, every object in the sky. But it takes the sun out of the center if you actually look at everything in a whole. The Copernican tried to make a heliocentric model. Tycho Brahe kind of did, but he left it geocentric. And what happened was the other guy poisoned him, lied about it, and created his own little cult. It's called Copernicism. And they're the ones in control of this now. They have the Jesuit order in their pocket. The Catholic Church pushes it. So
absolutely. I get you, man. Yeah, I did, Barbara. Absolutely, without a doubt, I did reaffirm the first thing that this is a no Lucas zone from now on. I let him in for 1 second to not say anything, just to tell him to go. He tried to say something. I said, no, this is not for you to voice anything. I don't want you here. Don't trust you. Goodbye. About to kick him, and he left. So cool. He's no flies.
I think
he didn't try to come back in, did he?
No, not after that. No.
I think Luke has had more chances than he ever deserved, and now everybody needs to be done with him, because when we're allowing him onto these channels, he's going to keep doing what he's done, and we've seen it now on multiple channels.
Yeah.
So, each time he's sorry and this, that, and the other, and you can play your autistic fiddle all you like, right? I've got BPD, I've also got anxiety and depressive disorder, but I don't excuse my behaviour with my conditions.
Exactly.
So I will not be excusing other people's behaviour with their shite.
Yeah. No, he's not even got to be speaking about from now on.
There's a saying that goes with that: don't wear the crutch like a crown.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's a good saying, actually.
We're all a lot more than what conditions and stuff we have, but we also don't use them as an excuse for our behaviour.
There's a lot of that on TikTok. A lot of people with multiple personality disorders, and they're on about they're switching up their switches, they call them. They like switch to the next personality, but they just so happen to film it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and they're earning money off that. Anyway, let's carry on.
Or there's some additional controls that need to be implemented into testing.
Would you agree with that assessment?
I don't think that this is telling us that Earth is in any way the center of the universe.
And that kind of overly cautious response is how you get the kind of replies that you can use to construct consensus.
And if you just give a listen, I think it'll make it quite clear that we were very upfront about what we were talking about.
Documentary operates off the assumption of good faith. We go into a documentary willing to believe that the filmmakers are communicating, at the very least, the essence of the truth. A lot of these editing techniques, or even just techniques in general, are really conventional. Like juxtaposing several speakers in sequence, it's a very normal way to communicate consensus, and it's not misleading if the three people agreeing with each other actually agree with each other. It's not bad form to ask participants to respond to statements made by other participants. It's a very normal thing to do as you're building the narrative of the documentary, and is a very normal way to go about getting clear focused answers when illustrating
Wow, send it now. No, Barbara, we don't hear you going on about that at all.
Exactly. So these people should not be trying to excuse their behaviour with their shite.
Exactly.
Did I miss something?
agreements on a subject. In that regard, the principle is an excellent.
Go on, bro.
I'm just seeing what Barbara wrote.
Oh, I thought you said, can I say something? Okay.
No, I said, did I miss something?
Oh, right.
Do you know what? It's people like him that
caution.
want excuses for their conditions,
Mm.
but yet their conditions don't define them. It's them who defines them.
No, exactly.
But that falls on your parents too. They teach you how to actually get along with your fellow human beings.
Aye, that's right.
And that's
why.
why.
Why would you want to? Why would you want people to treat you different because you've got something wrong with you, and then you're going to moan that you're not treated the same, but yet you play on your disability. So that's what makes people go, "Oh, but he's got this."
Aye, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My brother's dyslexic. I've got my first cousin. He has Down syndrome. He doesn't function very well in society at all. But he doesn't go around complaining about it or expecting to get anything for it.
They get on with it. And do you think they don't know that there's something not the same as them with different people? Of course
No.
they do. Of course
My
they
cousin
do.
always says we are the dummies.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, we are the crazy people.
Yeah, really dummy. It's
Because
probably right.
they never think about bullshit lectures, They don't have the.
Yeah, he did. Luca took his class in socializing. So yeah, so he's perfect.
Sociology.
In sociology, I thought he said socializing.
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
Oh yeah.
So,
Of course.
I take it he failed miserably at that.
Yeah, but he said that's what he did, like that's how he deals with everything.
If
through a course.
socialising is trolling people, then you really need to get a life.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's not socializing, that's stalking. There's a difference, man. That's what do you call it? That one-sided dependency. Parasocializing, paradependence, is that what it's called?
I don't know.
I'll find out. Anyway, I'll play this.
Okay, so I think the outstanding question here is, why geocentrism? Delano has been blogging about the idea for years. Sungenis has written multiple books and tracts trying to push the geocentric model. Martin Selbrede has been arguing for geocentrism since the 90s. Heck, Robert has even gone to flat Earth conferences.
No, I was right. Parasocializing. Yeah, parasocial. I mean, somebody that's it's a one-sided relationship. Like, just say I fancied different. I fancied I fancied Vicky, and I kept following her because I liked her, but she didn't recognize me at all, and I'm dependent on that. And I talk about people doing that, and I'm following about, and that's a parasocial sort of thing. Like thinking that I'm in a relationship with someone that doesn't hear me, doesn't know me, doesn't want anything to do with me, basically. That's parasocial. Yeah. Mad, isn't it? That's what it is now, anyway, because she doesn't care about me.
You liar.
She hates me, man. Absolutely hates me. It's parasocial. I'm parasocial. I depend on her, but she doesn't even know I exist.
You are such a liar. I tell you, I'm going to get the world's smallest violin out in a minute. Start playing it just for you.
See, parasocial. So you don't care. Get violins and all that out for me.
Really?
Anyway, let's go. I'm going to listen.
Is to argue that they're wrong about the shape of the Earth, but right about its position in the universe.
The topic of this debate is biblical cosmology. What does the Bible have to say about the shape and nature of the Earth and its place in the cosmos?
They are trying to be the thin end.
It doesn't say much about the shape. It says about the aspect, definitely.
Yeah.
It says they divided the waters from the waters. Doesn't say anything about the Earth having shape. In fact, it says it's formless and void to begin with. You know what I mean?
And it doesn't mention a universe neither. The whole
No.
universe thing
Doesn't.
doesn't
Universe
describe
means
anything about it.
one word, one verse, one word. Say again, babe.
Barbara said, I'm surprised you knew what a thong was. Just because in Australia, a thong is a flip flop.
I forgot. Oh my
But
goodness.
remember the other day we were talking about it.
See, Barbara says, I forgot what penis looked like until the porn bomb last night. No, hold on, you got a bag of dicks.
Now she's talking out her neck.
Yeah, I suppose they are woolly ones, you know.
Woolly willies.
Woolly willies, yeah.
And this is the nature of the devil, you know. He cannot make something. He can just clone, and he knows he will never be God, so he has to destroy the creation. That's what he is.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. And that's what the devil comes to do: kill, steal, and destroy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
He can't
Right.
succeed, dude. It'll
No.
it'll backfire on him.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Of the wedge, both in the sense of creating the appearance of wide support for their ideas, and in the sense that the subsequent ideas that naturally follow from the conclusions presented in the principle lead directly into their trad-cath dominionist theory.
Flat is real. Yeah, flat is definitely real. But are you saying you don't know the shape of the Earth? I'm saying flat's not a shape.
No, it's not.
That's what it's an aspect. It's
Yeah,
how it's a position. It's how the Earth lays. It's topographical. Yes, I'm a flat earther. I know the Earth is flat. I'm just saying flat's not a shape. That's all.
Yeah.
There you go. Simple.
That's hard to figure
No
out.
problem. I'm not David Weiss where I can't say I'm a flat earther. David Weiss can't say he's a flat earther. I can. I'm a flat
Are you
earther.
absolutely, positively, 100% sure, sir?
That it's flat and without any doubt at all. Yes, it's flat. I'm a flat earther. Simple as that, David. Simple as that. Anyway, good to see flat is real. Good to see flat is real, whoever you are.
Yeah, never seen him before.
No, me.
Theology. Quick aside, mainstream biblical scholars largely agree that the biblical cosmology is neither heliocentric nor geocentric, but is poetic, with cosmological statements being...
It's obviously a disc, okay? If that's what you think, fine. I just have no proof it's a disc at all.
You got an edge to that disc somewhere?
Yeah,
Are you throwing a frisbee?
Yeah, I'm got so. If you're saying it's like a disc in space, flat is real. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you're a flat earther or just somebody messing about. I don't know, but yeah, I have no evidence that it's a disc. Might be, but not a disc in space. That's for sure. I have no clue of that, so I'm not going to make that claim, am I? If you're trying to make me make a positive claim, I'm not going to make a positive claim. It could be wrong.
I want to live on a pizza so I can eat it.
Yeah.
Precise, otherwise you can. You can make no mark. What do you mean? Can make no mark? Is this somebody just trying to get me to make a positive claim about the shape of the Earth? That's it.
I can make a map, no problem.
Yeah, I know how to actually.
No problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Ask for a map.
Austria will be great again.
You know, like when I said about they come in with names that make you think they're flat earthers.
I know. Right, and like I say, this is not about flat Earth in general. This one is actually about geocentrism, which could be flat or could be anything else. I'm a flat earther. This is just a thing I am reviewing. Simple as that. Okay? So don't try to make me make positive claims.
And have a nice conversation.
Strawmen and red herrings.
Barbara, I literally don't trust many new channels because I've seen what happens on YouTube. they come in with flat earther sounding names, and then you'll realise it's just a sock, and they're doing it so that they get a spanner or whatever. But yeah, no, it takes a lot to convince me. I don't trust many of them. I trust the ones we know.
Oh, that's the one that came in the other day and said, come on, guys, we know that aliens ain't real. Yes, we knew that. We knew that. He came in the other day and said aliens aren't real. Yes, we knew that. Obviously, we were reviewing a video. Well, if you'd let it carry on, you'll know we were on about from the Nephilim side of you. So anyway, whatever
There is
you
something,
are.
but it's not aliens.
Of course. Don't know who this dude is. How old is he? I'm usually
6 months.
6 months.
No.
Whatever. He hasn't trolled yet, but if he carries on. Anyway.
Metaphors meant to communicate spiritual ideas. Ancient people had stories and theater and understood the idea of myth and legend. Ancient audiences would have understood phrases like the pillars of the earth as poetic metaphor and would find it weird if you insisted that it needed to be literal.
Because Moses wrote Genesis chapter 1. He wrote it around 1400 BC. And he was inspired by God to do so. And inspired means that it's inerrant and it tells us the exact truth of what went on. So the task for the scholar is not to undermine the text and wish it away as if it never existed. His task is to see what does this...
Exactly, Barbara. And the guy knows me from Fletcher's. He knows me from here. You know, it's a shame. She says it's a shame we have to question people that are legit. Then he knows me from Fletcher's. He knows I'm here. He knows I'm a flat earther. He knows I'm legit. He knows my channel is not mainly about flat earth. I'm a flat earther, but my channel doesn't always talk about flat earth. It does, and I leave that for being a flatters, because I'm a flatters.
DJ thinks that I'm quite harsh because a lot of new accounts, I'm like, yeah, no. And I get a feeling for accounts. Look, I'm a new channel myself. I started, about a year ago, nearly a year ago.
Right.
But the difference is there's stuff on mine, and there's, like, mine used to have my full name and everything. And obviously, because of trolls, I had to change it.
Right.
But so you kind of see, like, a lot of them have no subs, so they're not making friendships with people, because otherwise you'd be subbing to each other, even if you have nothing. And there's nothing personal about them, and they come in with blatant names like Flat is real. And
I mean, like I say, saying things like this, stuff like that, it just reminds me of flat earth stuff, flat earth society stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
to catch
guys. Ask what his real name is.
Aye, of course it is, Michael. Of course.
They won't tell you their name. You know what I'm saying?
Of course they won't. Of course they won't. And they never come in.
People inside, they want you to catch you when you are fresh, because then you can change your mind, That's
right. That's right.
Full control, isn't it? If we can't
talk some bullshit, no.
Aye, it is blue BS. Go on, Rod. What you saying?
Oh, I gave him a whole bunch of links if he wants to. I can send him documentaries that have tons of proof in them if he wants to know about flat Earth.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Don't come.
I think he does come in flats now and again, doesn't he?
Yeah. You don't get out of the basement for 3 years.
Of course.
You discover a whole new world now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, let's get this video finished.
It's a fantastic
mean, and how does it apply to what I know today?
The train of thought is that geocentrism proves not just a biblical universe, but one of rigid hierarchy. A phrase that the film repeatedly fixates on is the idea that the Earth isn't in any specially favored or central location.
The Copernican principle, named after Nicholas Copernicus, states that the Earth is not in any specially favored or central location.
So how could we possibly be significant? But I've really completely changed my mind, and now I actually think we're very significant.
And so, at the end of the day, the question remains, are we significant or just a cosmic accident?
Got to get away from that Copernican principle.
The question, are we on a ball?
Yeah. That's no question anymore.
Oh, sorry. I'm just
God.
saying, Harry, my mate Harry's saying it won't let him. No, he won't. He won't swear. He won't swear on it. He knows that I don't swear on it. Let me just see if it is what he said. Won't let me chat on YouTube now, bro. Don't know why it's doing that, dude. That happens sometimes. Vicky's had that. I've had that where it's on my phone and it won't let me go, and it just depends maybe on the signal or something. I've had it before. Sometimes YouTube plays up where some people can say something and some can't. Remember on Flatses when people were all doing it that night, and sometimes the messages went through, sometimes they went through, sometimes they didn't. That happens sometimes, Harry. I don't know. Try coming out and going back in. Sorry?
It doesn't let me scroll up enough to get to his name in chat.
What, to see what?
So I could see if it still shows me everything.
Oh no, it won't. It stops going up after a length of time. But just keep trying, Harvey. I suppose. It does do that sometimes. You haven't been banned or anything like that. Don't worry about it. Nobody's got to ban you here.
I banned you, really. I didn't.
No, she didn't. She was
He's not going to get back.
There's been no moderation timeouts or bans or anything today at all. You can see it in the moderation activity, and there's none. I'm looking at it, and there's none. Don't know what's happening, dude. Don't know what's happening. Just keep trying. Just keep trying.
I literally put bored to death in Flats's chat last night about saying sorry for my language, and put bored to death, and it wouldn't let it go through, and I was like, that's ridiculous.
I'm typing to him as well, just in case he hasn't heard me on YouTube. Just keep trying, bro. Sometimes it does happen, Ari, if you're listening.
That's weird, Glenn. You see what Glenn's doing? He can't even comment on flat shorts and stuff. YouTube's messing up.
Right, I can't comment on Flats' shorts. YouTube doesn't even give me an option.
Strange.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's all over the place, Harry, man.
Everywhere. This doesn't stop.
That's right. Vicky got banned. Vicky was a mod on Flatses, and she still got banned. It was YouTube doing it. It was YouTube doing it.
Yeah, because they don't like what people are talking there, you know. So, for sure, you know, the assholes. You know, they are in cojones with all the guys. Well, the government shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're in control of everything. Well,
I don't get upset about this.
Get me to get a link for something. And I searched and searched and searched.
I'm going to go say goodnight to you guys.
And I couldn't find
Are you off yet?
Yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning here.
Oh yeah, got you. Well, I won't be long anyway. There's 3.5 minutes left of this. I'm just got to let play it to the end and play out with Mr. Super Sidewinder. So good night, Raj. Nice one for coming, bro. Nice one for coming. There's Jim Naney's just turned up.
All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, man. I'll see you tonight at Flaxes. Yeah, later to us. See you at Flaxes. Bless, man.
All right.
Right, let's get this video finished.
Hyenas.
Principle in the notion of man means nothing. From just a business molecule to a human being that's in a special location for presumably a special purpose.
The Earth is a very special place, no two ways about it.
So why do they tell us we are insignificant?
They really chafe against this phrase. They really don't like the idea that something might be abstract or relative. They're absolutists, and they want to impose that absolutism on the universe itself. Their entire idea is that Earth needs to be located somewhere special in order to be meaningful. It's the same kind of thinking that says important people are born in important places, and important places are important for metaphysical reasons. Rome is not important because of the people who live there, but the people are important because they come from Rome. To illustrate this, Delano has a very strange hypothetical that he uses to try and express his existential anxiety.
Now think about this for a second. If you believe that there is no actual standard by which you can say something is solid and not moving and at rest and a basis for which to make measurements, well, you're going to have another kind of civilization. 100 years ago, you know, if I would have said to you, J.A., that's your reality, dude, you would have called me the psycho ward. I mean, what do you mean that's your reality, dude? I am sure, Alex, that at some point in your life, you have encountered someone who has said to you, at some point, under some set of circumstance.
Good night, Barbara. God bless you.
Barbara.
I'm just finishing up.
Good night.
Something along the lines of, dude, that's your reality, right? You've heard that, right?
Yeah, but you're not getting to the point of what I'm talking about.
This is a man who seems to fully believe that the existence of multiple universes would lead to a total breakdown in society, as nothing would be knowable, and thus you would no longer be able to hold anyone to account for anything they did, because, like, what is anything, man? Of course, this is all ultimately just cultural. Delanos and Jennison Selreed are terrified of the other. They believe that they are of a superior type of person and are rightfully owed a dominion over sinners, degenerates, and lesser people. If the earth is in a fixed position, dominant over the sun and stars, then God put it there and gave it that prominence. And if God put the earth in place, then God also put the church in place and likewise gave it position and dominance and authority. But, you know, they're wrong. They're a bunch of dumbasses with fake degrees they bought from their hypnotherapist friends. All right, hit me.
I was just wrong.
The Earth. Gay. The Moon. Lesbian. Mercury. Straight. Venus. Come on. Bi. Obvi.
What?
Also
What?
bi, but almost
Right,
exclusively.
that's it.
No, I don't know what the little boys.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. It's finished anyway. I don't
Thank
need
you.
to
Put him
now.
away.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah, a bit biased. Yeah, it was interesting enough, I suppose. But
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
a lot of crap from in there. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I think people are in a hurry not to get to bed anyway. I'll just leave it off there. I want to finish off with Mr. Super Sidewinders. I ain't got much to say about that. It was just fun to watch, really, and do a little. Apart from what?
I made all planets gay.
You made all the planets
Well,
gay.
bi or lesbian.
And bi or lesbian. Yeah, that's something to talk about. Is Mercury gay? Is got Mercury
I know
bi?
Freddie Mercury was gay.
Freddie Mercury was gay. Yeah, Mercury is gay. Freddie.
He was the first gay, I think.
Yeah,
Well, he was
absolutely.
gay.
Absolutely.
He did this to us.
Oh wow. Anyway, it's Mr. Super. It's not out yet, so this is an exclusive. You know what I mean? So I'm just shout the kind. Yeah, well, he's still working, Jono. He's still working. He's working with me, Tinfoil Hat Man. He's probably still got to be working another few days yet. He's been bang at it. He's lost a good bit of weight with working, so fair play to him. And his tan is really mad in the back of his neck. There you go. I'm just finishing off, John. But good to see you, man.
It's changed colour.
It's changed complete colour. But he's lost a bit of weight. He's still working hard. He will be back soon. Well, in a few days, but I'm sure he'll be back by next week.
He can't make it.
What? He can't make it. Yes, absolutely. He can't make it. Nice one, Jim. But yes, exclusive. So I'm going to play this because Mr. Super Sidewinder wants to get it out himself. And I just realised that it's him in 007. It's Richie Boy and him. Excellent. So let's share this. Fantastic, man.
Yeah, this is a great community, guys. It's a pleasure.
Oh, it is. It is. Fantastic, bro. So at the minute, yeah, I can see it's unlisted that Mr. Super Sidewinder and 007 ain't no sunshine. There we go. Nice.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Not home when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time when she's gone. Wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. House just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. I know, 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 I know,
Legend, man.
I know, 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 I know. Hey, I don't leave this young thing alone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Nice one, Mr. Super Sideways and Richie Boy. Both singing excellent, man. That was fantastic, bro. Fantastic, man. Nice one for letting me do that. Excellent. Excellent. Yeehaw. Exactly, Jim. Yeehaw.
Great stuff, man.
Fantastic, bro. Honestly. That's fun. That is excellent. And like I say, I've got an in limited supply from Mr. Super Sidewinder. And yeah, I don't get copyright for it. I get copyright impressions because some of them are covers, isn't they? But I don't obviously get taken down like I would do if it's. I've tried even just I had to trim out just normal music. I can't remember who it was. Like one time I was allowed to play Shaman, Ebenezer Good, but then I tried playing something else and I had to get rid of it. Remember, 2 songs. Yeah. So before they would Mr. Super Sidewinder, I get copyright impressions, but they don't get taken down. No effect to the channel. So it's brilliant, man. It's brilliant. Nice one, dude. Nice one. Excellent. So, it was good, wasn't it? It was good. Fun. It was really good. Really good. I nearly slapped my knees to that. But yes, again, thank you all for coming.
Check out Mr. Super Sidewinder's channel.
Oh yeah, people check out his channel. Without a doubt. Put your link in, Mr. Super Sidewinder. And are you putting it in?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew Vicky would be. I knew Vicky would be putting it in. But yeah, check out his channel, man. All music. Brilliant. Brilliant. And he duets with a lot of people. And it's all people we know. Well, not all people we know. Some of the people we know. You know what I mean? All good people as well. I mean, that was Richie. He's sound. He's good at swearing. He's good. He's a sound guy, man. He's a sound guy. Proper dude. Right, guys. I'm gonna leave it at that. Thanks to the panel. There's only one left now. Nice one, Michelangelo.
Yeah, sorry,
it was a bit of a chore to get you in because I was just scared of the thing last night. You understand?
I understand you completely.
Yeah, bless you, man. Bless
so many idiots around there, out there. So no problem.
You know what he's using.
Well, that's it.
That's it.
That's true. That's it. And that's it, Mr. Super Sidewinder. It's only 2 minutes long, so you got to listen 10 or 12 times. Absolutely, man. It's all right. It's all right. Right. There we go. That's the one. Bless you guys, and I'll see you on the Flatses. And if I don't, I'll see you tomorrow. So, is Here the Sunset's free? It's free.
Indeed.
Ta-da.
Bye.
See ya. Bye-bye.